parks.gov.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
This is Offsides with Mark Ryan on the Infinity Sports Network.
Mark Ryan here on the all-new Infinity Sports Network. Awesome to have you guys with us. Oh, man. You heard me say I picked Stanford over Cal. Stanford led 21-10 going into the fourth quarter. It's now Cal 24-21. I cannot get an upset to save my life. My second choice was Penn State, Minnesota. Minnesota over Penn State. Minnesota is trailing by a point, 26-25 with 2 minutes to go. I could not be closer without getting it. Just couldn't happen. I can't win for losing, man. I cannot win for losing. So anyway, my friends, it's awesome to have you guys with us. I've asked you the question, have we successfully moved on from the sexy market era in sports? 10 to 20 years ago, all the best players all wanted to go to the same places, and it became predictable and lame and boring. And if you had a Giannis Antetokounmpo, it seemed like only a matter of time before he was going to want to leave. Remember, the Orlando Magic had Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard wanted to get traded to the Brooklyn Nets, and then the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Houston Rockets, and it was just like, oh my gosh. What is the point of even trying if whenever you get a star, they're just going to leave? Shaq to L.A., Kobe to L.A., LeBron to Miami. Eli Manning is only going to play for the Giants. Hideki Matsui to the New York Yankees. Have you noticed the change that's happening recently, though? You know, it's that, you know, the other markets, you know, there's a vanity towards being in a place that doesn't have as many people. You know, the state of Montana, I know we're on in Montana right now. Are they called Montanans in Montana? They're having a ton of celebrities buy land there, and they're buying land there so they can get the hell away from everything. You know, it's now cool to be away from everything, not to be in the middle of everything. And so you're seeing, you know, Giannis win a title in Milwaukee. You're seeing the Detroit Lions overcome this ridiculous thing where, you know, everyone was saying, who wants to go to Detroit? Well, evidently, a lot of people right now want to go to Detroit to play with the Lions. If the Lions can do it, anybody can do it, right? So have we moved on from that now in terms of sports? 855-212-4227. That's 855-212-4227. Let's go to Bill from Danville, California, who joins us next on the show. Hey, Bill, you're on the all-new Infinity Sports Network. What's good, man?
Thank you, Mark. It's actually Phil, but that's close enough.
Cool.
I have to disagree with your point on baseball. I mean, we've got L.A. and New York with the best teams money can buy. You've got all
right
free agents.
This year that happened. But guess what? You know how many times that's happened in MLB history? 9 times. 2 1 seeds meeting. That's it.
Well, it happened this year, that's for sure.
It happened this year. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that. But again, last year, you know what seeds made it? 6 seeds make it in each league to the playoffs. A 5 seed and a 6 seed made the World Series last year. How about that?
Yeah, the Giants did it way back in what? It was pretty awesome.
Pretty insane, right? Pretty insane.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll get there in baseball. I agree with with football and basketball. It is going that way, but we got to get there in baseball. I think it's just not working out in baseball.
Well, I'll tell you what, Phil. What's cool to me is, the reason why I think it's okay in baseball is such a random sport that even if you have the stars, it doesn't guarantee you anything. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. The results are not predictable, not able to be predicted. So I think, yeah, we did have a year where that was the case. There's no doubt about it. But I think the nature of baseball is that money guarantees you nothing. Phil, it's good to hear from you, my friend. Thanks so much for giving us a call. Let's get to Dennis in Tampa Bay, who is up next. Hey, Dennis, you're on the all-new Infinity Sports Network. What's good, man?
Hey, Mark. Thanks for taking my call. I'm actually from the Detroit area originally.
Cool.
I grew up in Westland, Michigan, not too far from Metro Airport, and I left in '84 for the Navy. I'm especially with the Lions. I really wish my dad and my grandpa were still around to see what's going on. They're definitely not the same old Lions anymore. And I'm a part-time musician, and I still go back and play with friends up in the Detroit area, and just seeing firsthand the way the city's developed and grown, and it just really blows my mind that they finally got a good mayor up there that knew what he was doing. I'm sad to hear that he's not going to be running for another term, but I still have a ton of friends and family up there, and it's just really cool to see that they finally got a coach and a GM that knows what the heck they're doing, that it's becoming a destination where guys want to go and play. And to the previous caller about baseball, look what the Tigers did. I mean, they were so far out in August, and then they came in and they came back and still got a wild card place with one of the lowest payrolls in MLB. And I see that firsthand down here in Tampa all the time with the Rays. But, what the Tigers have done, the Pistons are doing fairly well again. And, I was in the Navy during the Bad Boys thing and, could give some grief to my buddies. But, the only thing that they still need to fix is what Eiserman's going to be doing with the Red Wings there. But, you can take the boy out of Michigan, but you can't take the Michigan out of the boy.
You got that right, buddy. You got that right.
I'm glad you're enjoying it up there.
Dude, I got to tell you, man, I'm having a great time. The people make the place. The people here are fantastic. There's such a sense of community, and it was always a dream to be able to be in a place where you can be in a place where the people are crazy about sports. It's a beautiful place to live. They've got amazing schools, have a chance to make a good living. And, it's the scenery is amazing here, too. It's like Michigan is one of the most pretty states. Now, I'm not at all prepared for what the next 4 months are going to bring to me. Okay, I got to be totally honest with you about that. I have no idea how, just wake me up when the hibernation time is over. But I'm going to do my best, man. I'm going to do my best, okay?
Well, good luck to you, Mark. And again, enjoy your time up in Detroit. I hope it's a very long time.
Man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, brother. Means a lot. Means a lot indeed. The numbers for you guys, 855-212-4227. That number again is 855-212-4227 is where you can get to us on the show. And we've got people, we've got folks chiming in. Dennis, Dennis doesn't realize this. I lived in Tampa too. So, I've lived there. I went to high school in nearby Lakeland. So that was great. But, it's been a phenomenal time here. And I like the fact that the Detroits and the Milwaukees of the world and the Green Bays of the world and the Memphises of the world no longer have to feel like they can't compete because they're a smaller market. It's the days of that are over. And I think we have flushed the small market, the sexy market era, because, we've become – over a period of 10 or 20 years, in my opinion, we've become, we have so much population now. We have so much population that to be able to go to a place that doesn't have the population is great. I've told people, anyone that'll listen to me, that I think Detroit is the only big city in the country that doesn't have traffic. There's no traffic issue here. The city of Detroit actually lost population for 43 straight years. And last year was the first year that they gained population. It was a net gain from the previous year because people realized, oh man, they really did a lot of great work on this town and this area and these people in this city. it's been really, really cool, man. Really, really cool to see. All right, coming your way next. What is the biggest beef you've...
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Pirate fans, welcome to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show, brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's Platinum-certified U.S. Cellular stores and experience the highest standard of customer service. Call in on the live line at 317-1250. Now, with a complete recap of the game and your phone calls, live from the Pirate Radio studios, here's your host of the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter, Clip Brock.
Big comeback for the Pirates. They win at 40-28 over North Texas Holton Ailers. How about them Pirates?
I believe, man. I'm pumped. Blake Harrell should have just earned himself the permanent head coaching job, in my opinion. So go Pirates.
All right. Cade Norman, what's up?
I watched people all day on X say, this is Blake Harrell's interview today. Can he do it? Can he do it? And when adversity struck in the first half down 21-0, no one believed. I saw Cameron Yarborough, Denny O'Brien, and countless of Pirate favorites break out on X. The Blake Harrell show is over. It's over. Thanks, Blake, but no thanks. But no, the show goes on. Adversity, adversity, adversity. I want a coach who can perform under adversity, and that's what Blake Harrell did. Whatever he said in at halftime, injected in my veins and veins. Call me emotional. Call me emotional. Blake Harrell, 23rd head coach of the East Carolina Pirates.
There is the thoughts of Holden and Caden. We'll be back with your calls, 317-1250. A lot to talk about after a Pirate victory tonight. ECU, 7 wins. Looking for 8 next week. Back with you on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show after this.
Attention Wings Over lovers. There's a new flavor that is sure to put you in a trance. Introducing the all-new Cajun Voodoo flavor. Try this blend of spices that collide in an explosion of flavor, combining cayenne, sugar, and a hint of magic today. Every bite leaves you craving more, as if entranced by some voodoo spell. And don't forget, Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So try the new Cajun Voodoo today. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
Happy fall, y'all. Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's gear up time. Whether you're looking for gifts, something for hunting or protection, you can't go wrong with our selection. We've got new guns, old guns, his guns, and her guns. Kids, students, mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, we've got the whole family covered. Enjoy browsing our online store where you can take your pick from the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. And watch out for the unbeatable holiday sales coming soon. When you're ready, have some pumpkin spice and come see us for everything nice. Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville has the best deals in town. Just listen to this. BD's Amber Ale for $3 on Monday. Talls for smalls on Tuesday. $5.50 wine pours on Wednesday. $5 house margaritas on Thursday. Handshaking cocktails are $7 on Friday. And house Bloody Marys for just $6 on Sunday. But wait, there's more. Every day, 2 hours before closing time, appetizers are half off. Don't wait. Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar now. Located just off Greenville Boulevard in the Publix Shopping Center. Go Pirates!
I'm here with Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Pools. Jamie, what's new?
For starters, we're building our new building out at 5019 Highway 43 South. We've also put together a 10-day pool package.
A 10-day pool package? What does that mean?
Well, people think pools take a long time, but with this package, we break ground and have you swimming in 10 days. Go to CarolinaHardscapesandPools.com or by calling 364-1201. You can stop by our office on Fire Tower Road. We can make your backyard dreams into a reality with landscaping, patios, fireplaces, and outdoor kitchens.
Carolina Hardscapes and Pools. tools.
Enjoy the outdoors.
Why wait till Black Friday for big savings? At Bostic Sugg Furniture, it's Black November. Start your power shopping now and save with a discount equal to 2 times the sales tax, plus 6 months special financing on all in-stock and custom orders. Get better sleep and huge Black Friday savings on Helix and Serta mattresses, plus up to 48 months special financing. It isn't one day, it's every day. Black Friday prices all month long during Black November at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Pirate football is back, and the only way to dress for game day is to visit UBE or pirateware.com. UBE has all your game day apparel, such as polos, tees, hats, and jerseys. UBE also has all the merchandise to keep your tailgate undefeated. Pirate flags, decals, face tattoos, and more. And for your little pirates, visit our Crow's Nest with Pirate Nation's largest selection of youth apparel. UBE has special hours on Sunday after home games, open from noon till 5. And you can visit pirateware.com anytime. UBE, where every day is game day.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
Pirate Radio.
Brace yourselves, lads.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
I do know a thing or two about pirates.
You're listening to the Bud Light.
All right, welcome back into the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Clip Rock, Holton Ahlers, Caden Norman. We got J-Bone here. Wes Hines taking your calls on the board tonight, and we have lines locked and loaded. Brad is in Farmville, Kenny in Blunt Creek, Cameron in Goldsboro. We start tonight on our Pirate Towing first call of the 5th quarter with Samuel in Greensboro. What's up, Samuel?
What's going on, fellas? I'm glad to be the first call of the show. How about those Pirates? Come on, gentlemen. We got another W. We need to hire Blake Harrell. We are on a winning streak right now. I love the Pirates. How about Peyton Hauser, Raji Harris, Conrad, the whole squad showing up, painting it purple. We own Texas, okay? We are on a win streak. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm fired up. We're back. Let's go beat Navy on Black Friday. We need to pack out Dowdy Ficklin, and we need to turn up. I appreciate you guys. Roll Pirates, baby. Let's go.
All right, Samuel, jacked up. I'm going to keep a higher Harrell counter. Right now we are at 1. I guess 3,
Not
counting
3.
you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll do that. All right, 317-1250. A line opens up. That was our Pirate Towing first call of the 5th quarter. Pirate Towing, now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing is here for you every game day. They also offer roadside assistance. If you're locked out of your car, call Pirate Towing, 955-4670. Visit them on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner of ECU and the Pirate Nation. What channel is Notre Dame Army, guys?
Oh,
is that a Peacock?
Probably AB or Peacock, yeah.
It's definitely like a
NBC?
NBC, yeah. I would say one of those channels has.
All right, let's go to Cameron in Goldsboro. What's up, Cameron?
Blake Harrell is my coach.
Oh, boy.
That's not true.
Oh, boy.
He's my coach. I thought it was over in the first half. I thought it was over. I thought he was dead. I thought the hope for Blake Harrell was dead. I was wrong. Blake Harrell is the guy. We just came back down 21-0. 21-0. I thought we were dead. You give Blake Harrell the coaching job right now. I've been saying the last couple weeks he should be in consideration. I saw in the first half today he was done for. I thought he was toast, but he came back from the dead. I don't know what the halftime speech was, but as Caden said, inject it into my veins. I've never seen a comeback like that in a long time. That's even better than the Marshall comeback in 2021. That is unreal. Blake Harrell is my coach. He's my coach. He is the next head football coach at East Carolina University. We have a chance to win the most games in a regular season since 2014. 2014. Blake Harrell's the guy. He's a Pirate, and people complain about the penalties. You know what? As Clip, you said, hot take. Pirates don't follow the rules. We commit penalties. I think that's what we are. We're Pirates. We're Pirates, baby. Get Blake Harrell the job. Go Pirates.
Hey, fired up. Cameron in Goldsboro. Pirates, we score a lot of points. We commit a lot of penalties. We dance. We grab face masks. We win ball games.
That's right. Caden said that Cameron was the one calling for Blake Harrell's not to be named the head coach.
Cameron was in the first half, and I'll give Cameron credit. He said he was wrong, and it takes a lot for a man to say they're wrong. Well, respect Cameron.
When you're as wrong as much as Cameron is, it's really not that impressive. He called for Holton's head 42 times on this very show. So, all right, 317-1250. We go next to Kenny in Blunt Creek. What's up, Kenny? Kenny, are you there?
Hey.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, guys, watching y'all on the big screen, y'all guys look good. Give me a wave if y'all hear me. Look, I was one of the ones on X. I was very disappointed in the first half. I was sitting there with 21 down. I'm like, oh, my God, this is horrible. We can't stop anything on defense. We're killing ourselves on offense, dumb penalties. I'm already thinking about the Navy game and how crappy the crowd's going to be for senior day. And I'm like, dang, man, what a buzzkill. And then right before the half, the tide turns. We go down and score, and I'm like, okay, halftime. Can this guy make adjustments? Everybody's looking at Coach Harold and thinking, okay, has this guy got what it takes to be the next coach at ECU? And, our halftime adjustments earlier in the year didn't work. Man, lo and behold, they come out third quarter and get a stop, go down and score, and I'm like, okay, this game is getting interesting. And, look, defense showed up in the second half. Caton was throwing dimes. All the running backs were just pounding the rock. Total different team, man, and it was enjoyable to watch. Yeah, there was some stupid and bad penalties that kept them in the game, kind of like last week against Tulsa. But at the end, we got the W. We've got 7 wins. And, man, we got a chance to go in after Thanksgiving. And I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving with their family. But get up Friday morning, show up out there. Let's do some tailgating. Bring your leftovers. We'll have a couple of cold drinks, a couple of Jell-O shots. We're going to go in, beat Navy, get 8 wins. And Blake Harrell's probably going to be the next head coach. So I'll listen to what you guys got to say. And, man, what a great day to be a Pirate. Love it. Big win.
All right, Kenny. Thanks for the call. Part of the adjustments were, all right, the second half, we're going to let North Texas drop the football and fumble the football. That helped us out. I think another adjustment was let's run it down their throat. We saw that in the second half, but obviously Holton and Caden, there were some adjustments made. They like a completely different team for most of it.
I mean, it starts with the seniors. You saw Rajay really step up. You saw some of the defensive guys step up. I mean, it takes a lot, but at the same time, everyone kind of knows, and the players kind of knew going into it that Blake Harrell needed to win this game to become the head coach. And we had Chad and Surratt on the podcast this week, and they said, look, the players want him to be the head coach. So they went out there and fought for him, and hopefully he gets named the head coach here soon.
Yeah, and one big thing we were going to look at is we knew North Texas offense was by far the strong suit of their team. We knew they were going to score, and the offense had to show up. And the offense did show up in the beginning, but they created a lot of mistakes. So it took a little bit to get comfortable. Like I said in the beginning of the show, adversity. How do you bounce back? And the offense bounced back tremendously, started scoring, limited mistakes, and we won the ball game.
Yep. All right, 317-1250 on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. We'll go to Brad in Farmville next. Hey, Brad.
Hey, Clip.
What's up, man?
Just some comments here. I'm doing all right. What a turnaround. Blake Harrell has done the job. That 2 minutes offense, they talked about it on the radio at the end of the first half, was just superior. And they scored with a couple of seconds left. His players, offense, defense, have done the job. His coaches have done the job. Watch the penalties. That's the only negative I had. Conrad kicking was great. So proud of our Pirates. And you'll like this, Cliff. The last time we outscored a team 33-7 on the road, it's been a long time, probably about as long as my Cowboys last won the Super Bowl. We're going to see a good crowd next week. If Harold doesn't get the job, there's certainly a problem there in the head office. And go Pirates, ARG.
All right, Brad. Thank you, man. 317-1250. Arizona State fans just rushed the field and tore down the goalpost after what they thought was a win over BYU. There was 1 second left.
So they're making them all leave the field and put the field goal post back up.
I just hope that wasn't fourth down.
It was. So now BYU has the ball with 1 second left. Yeah.
They could try a Hail Mary here. There's still dumb students. Oh, my God. They're all over the field. How are they going to clear them off? Did they lower the goalpost or did they tear it down? I think they lowered it.
They lowered it. It was, I don't know, the whole field was covered in fans, though.
Wow. Crazy scene.
Still is.
All right. And what a scene at Yankee Stadium as Army and Notre Dame are about to get underway. All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back with Lynn, Kyle, Justin. Oh, Justin, I forgot to DM you back. I'll get up with you, Justin, off the air. 317-1250. We'll take a break. Thanks to Dank Burrito. Man, that cheesesteak burrito was on point tonight. Dank Burrito, now open, 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Basic is boring. Dank Burrito, not your basic burrito joint. Join the Dank Mafia today. DankBurrito.com. You can find them on Facebook. Dank Burrito, the irresistible favorite you never saw coming. 317-1250, back with more of your calls after this.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza. Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Rhonda from Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Fall weather is coming and we're ready for some Pirate football. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women. For the men, we offer both logoed and non-logoed from Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Smathers and Branson. Our ladies love Tyler Bowe, Emily McCarthy, and Never a Wallflower for game day. Join us in wishing the Pirates a healthy and successful season. And remember, for all your game day needs, shop Russell's in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
I'm Sam Jones, and as a fourth-generation barbecue man, family is everything. Let our take-a-bake meal be a part of your family's holiday family tradition this year, with whole smoked turkey breast, mac and cheese, baked beans, green bean casserole, muffins, barbecue sauce, and of course, pecan pie. Go to samjonesbarbecue.com to reserve yours today. Great barbecue and family always makes for long-lasting family traditions.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kyrasfloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
Pirate Radio. We are the local station you love. Anytime, anywhere. On air and on digital. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio Scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
Welcome back. Here's a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Texas defeated Kentucky 31-14 earlier today. Penn State defeated Minnesota 26-25. Kansas just beat Colorado 37-21. Georgia Southern defeats Coastal Carolina 26-6. And a look in the American Athletic Conference. USF is leading Tulsa 63-30 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Charlotte defeats FAU after firing coach Biff Poggi 39-27, and UAB defeats Rice 40-14. And also earlier today, ECU men's basketball defeated Illinois Chicago 72-55, with the leading scorer being CJ Walker with 21 points and 8 rebounds. That's a look at the Buck scoreboard. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. The Buccaneer Music Hall is open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night and free entry for ladies. Follow the Buck on Instagram for the updated schedule on the Buck at the Buccaneer Music Hall. See ya at the Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
Good work, J-Bone. Next time, say Jared here filling in for Shirley.
Yeah,
just so like people don't call and be like, "What's wrong with Shirley?"
She grew her hair out.
Terrible.
Grew a mustache.
Sounds a little sick.
Shirley away tonight, so we got Wes Hines filling in and J-Bone, Jared Watkins on the scoreboard and video production. Holton Ahlers, Caden Norman fired up. They are here. We are underway at Yankee Stadium, and BYU will have one play left after Arizona State rushed the field. Excuse me. They're still getting that figured out. So a lot going on here. We'll follow it all in the fifth quarter. Big Tim, hang on. Justin, Kyle, hang on. Let's go to Lynn in Wilmington. Hello, Lynn.
Hey, guys. It's Liam.
Liam. Oh, Liam. What's up, buddy? Let's get the names right, Wes. What's up, Liam?
Guys, hey, what's up? I just want to say, Blake Harrell is the guy. He is right for the culture. How long has it been? Our offense literally looks like Miami, throwing it downfield. Anthony Smith went off in the second half. We turned around from a 21-0 loss, as it seemed, before the second half, and our special teams was even good. Fourth quarter, the defense was better than it seemed in the third. And, you know, our recent points differential, we're a high-flying offense. You can obviously see where John David Baker's coming in. We established the run game in the second half. Let's pack Rowdy Dowdy, and please, let's beat Navy and get this man hired.
All right, Liam is on board for Blake Harrell. Great call, as always, Liam.
We have 5 right now? 5 people with Blake Harrell? Yeah.
The only thing I disagree with Liam, there's always one thing I disagree with him, was the special teams. Thought our kickoff was a little sloppy tonight, but that's about it.
Yeah, we did give up one to like the 45-yard line. Not always great.
Kerry King's blunder was
dude, that was weird.
A little iffy.
I was watching that. At first, the announcers were like, "Oh, the players think it's a safety. They're dumb." And I was like, I kind of thought it was a safety too. I was out there for a second.
They're dumb. Right. Yeah. All right, 317-1250. Kyle is up on LaGrange. What's up, Kyle? Kyle, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you now, guys. I couldn't hear you first.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Look, got a lot to say trying to gather my thoughts. We have made so many bad decisions over the years at East Carolina when it comes to hiring and firing coaches. You know, you go all the way back to, you know, when Jesus was a boy, when we fired Steve Logan, hired John Thompson. Then we chased away Ruffin McNeil, you know, with the wishes, hopes, and dreams of Jeff Confer and some big donors to get this big-time hire, and we got Scotty Montgomery. There's a lot of rumors this week that Tyson Helton is the front runner for the job, and, you know, Blake's going to have to win out. Well, Tyson Helton got upset by Louisiana Tech last week at Western Kentucky, and today they lost to Liberty. For once, let's not try to make the big hire. Let's make the right hire. Blake Harrell fits East Carolina. If he can keep John David Baker in place, this reminds me so much of a Ruffin McNeil, Lincoln Riley type situation. You know, even the penalties, a lot of these penalties are because these guys are playing so hard and with so much effort and emotion, and I'm not excusing the stupid personal foul penalties, but the face mask penalties and stuff like that, it's all effort. These guys are playing their asses off. Blake has earned this job 4 wins in a row. People said, Temple, Florida Atlantic, Tulsa, we ain't played nobody. Now what? Now, if it's North Texas still not anybody, we've won 4 in a row. We've won 2 games on the road. And when's the last time we won 4 in a row? When's the last time we won 2 games on the road in a row? Not to mention coming from 21 points down. If you guys can check, I messaged Meador, a couple other people. I'm trying to get the ETA on the arrival time for the teams to get back to Pitt Greenville Airport. Need to get a crowd of people out there. Make some signs, hire Blake. Blake needs to be hired tonight. Screw next week. If he goes 4-1, who would have done better against the schedule in these last 4 games? Would Tyson Helton have done any better? Would Garrett Riley have done any better? I don't think so. All he's done is what's been asked of him. He's led this football team in a tough situation, and he's won every week. We were down by 21 points to one of the best passing offenses in the country, and we found a way not only to win the game, we put it away. We won it by 12. There won't no hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Blake has earned this job. And Holton, I heard you say earlier in the week about some donors saying he's not polished. He doesn't speak well. Yeah, they said that same crap about Ruffin, and look where it got us. I'm begging John Gilbert. I can live with us hiring Blake Harrell and it being the wrong decision. I can live with it. I won't be mad at anybody. I cannot live with us not hiring him and it being the wrong decision. And I'll leave it there, guys. And if you can get an ETA from somebody on the time the team's going to be back at the airport, I would appreciate it. I'm going to continue trying on my end. Go Pirates. And Pirate Nation, get your tails out there next weekend for that Navy game.
Kyle, good to hear from you. Hope you're doing good, man. I texted Bailey. Holden, you might have a few contacts higher up than me, so you can figure that out, hopefully. But, yeah, man, what if John Gilbert, announced it right now? I mean,
he should.
His approval rating would go up.
He should.
Whether it's the right move or not, he would get some brownie points from people.
And I'll go one further than Kyle. He said Blake Harrell's done everything asked of him. I don't think the administration thought he was going to do this good.
Nah.
I think he's done more, which is the best thing you can ever be is an overachiever. So hire the overachiever. Let him be the head coach here.
I don't know if problem's the word, but I don't know if John Gilbert thought he'd have this problem or this situation. Maybe that's a better word to use. But
me and Kate were on the way over here talking. We were like, people on Twitter are complaining because they're saying it looks like the rough years with penalty and all that. And I said, well, that's pretty nice that we're in a situation where people are complaining about how we win and not if we win. Yeah. Who cares we have penalties if you win games? Just hire the man. He needs to be the head coach here.
Hey, I live for Kyle's calls. If I agree with him or disagree with him, they're always entertaining. God, don't get me polished. I don't want polished. Give me someone that's a winner. And right now, 4-0, that's a winner.
Yep.
317-1250. Oh, this guy's going to be fired up. Justin is in New Bern. What's up, Justin? Justin, you there?
Oh, yeah. I'm here. I tell you what, get to the game. Get to the game next week. If you can hear my voice, get to the game. If you're an ECU alum, you live within 100 miles, next week, get to the game. This is the biggest comeback. I personally can remember. I'm sure Malcolm or somebody could tell us otherwise. But it's the biggest comeback I can personally remember since 2010, Russ' first year versus Southern Miss on the road. I remember that because I was living in Riverwalk. My cousin bought me a bottle of wild turkey. It got ugly that night. But we came back and won. And I tell you what, a buddy of mine texted me tonight. He said Rajay Harris should be automatic Hall of Fame at ECU because in today's college environment, he's stuck around. He's stuck it out. He has been with us through thick and thin. And that dude is the workhorse when we need him. I'm all for it. Automatically induct him into the Hall of Fame. I do want to give one shout-out to C.J. Mims. When it was still a one-score game, he had that big sack. C.J. Mims is from Vanceburg, North Carolina. He went to West Craven High School. That is the type of player ECU has built their program on. The Morris Foreman's from Snow Hill. The Justin Hardy's from Vanceburg. The C.J. Mims from Vanceburg. That dude he beat on that play, I looked it up, number 60, he whipped his butt. That dude played Texas 6A high school football with a Georgia Tech transfer. C.J. Mims whipped him on that play, had a big sack that became one of the key plays to win the game. That's what East Carolina needs to get back to. I tell you what, next week, military appreciation. I'm not going to throw any shade at the military. I do appreciate all of them. Hats off to them. But I do hope that next week, next Friday, the only appreciation I have is for the appreciation of the butt whooping we're going to lay to Navy next week. We owe them one. We've been owing them one. Let's go. Get your butt in the seat. Let's go, Pirates.
Justin, I'll get up with you. Thank you, man. There's Justin in New Bern with the always hyped up call. And I like it, man, talking about C.J. Mims. He gave a little backstory there. The guy's butt he whooped was a Texas all whatever and went to the ACC, and our guy from Eastern North Carolina whooped his ass, and that got me fired up.
There's plenty of talent in North Carolina to win in North Carolina, and I think ECU's in a unique position where we could actually get high schoolers that we typically wouldn't because all the other ACC schools, a lot of them are going for transfers now. So a lot of these guys who would typically go there out of high school may slip through the cracks. Come here, develop, and then win here. Like, become a legend here, like he was just talking about with the Mims brothers. We got Chandra. He transferred here and started it, and then CJ committed as well.
All right, let's go to Big Tim in Washington. What's up, Tim?
Hey, how are y'all doing today?
Great.
Well, I just want to say, congratulations on the football team. It's a great win, but I just got to emphasize, we went 5th place in the boardwalk battle. And that is just something that I don't know how to emphasize just how important it is for the basketball program.
We're going to hang a banner.
We should. And, maybe they gave them some of those ribbons or something. I don't know.
Hey, Pirate Hoops did win today. Good win over Illinois Chicago going away. R.J. Felton, C.J. Walker, big game for him today.
That's thanks to you, Clip, because honestly, you called out the basketball program last year, and that was just, you turned it around, man.
Without me, do we beat Stetson? I don't know. I'm not sure.
But thank you, Clip. Thanks for what you do,
You're welcome, Big Tim. To all the Tims, Little Tim, Middle Tim, you're welcome. Great day to be a Pirate. East Carolina getting wins in football and basketball. And I guess for the second straight week, I'm going to have to keep hyping up R.J. Felton and Rajay Harris, two awesome Pirates. But there were a lot of awesome Pirates on that field tonight and on the court earlier today. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We got Kevin in Burlington and Danny in Texas when we return on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. We're going to enjoy some more dank burrito and be back with you after this. Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Here's a hint. At U.S. Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. U.S. Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership. Savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
There's more to fall than just Pirate football. It's also a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. Why should you list your house for sale in the fall? Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Are you tired of the same old fast food routine? Shake things up for lunch and dinner at Clean Eats Cafe. We've cracked the code to make healthy dining tasty and affordable. Whether it's a power lunch or a family dinner, we've got you covered. Sit down in our cafe for a brainstorming session or catch up with friends. Even stop in after a workout for protein smoothies or a protein iced coffee. Our atmosphere is welcoming and our food is fresh. All for about the same price as fast food. It's time to ditch the drive-thru and feast on flavor at Clean Eats Cafe, Red Banks Road in Arlington Village.
G'day, this is Luke Larson, punter for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
Head into Clip in just a minute, but need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of your convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com. Now let's head back into the 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Here's Clip.
We have the most renegade program in the country all of a sudden. Is that real?
Yes.
Pull that up
100%
again.
real.
John David Baker on Twitter.
Where was that?
Boy, this is my coach.
John David Baker, y'all got a light.
He's got a cigarette. He's holding up a cigarette in the stadium in front of the scoreboard.
They said burn the boats for their...
and he said, y'all got a light. He's got him a Lucy inside the stadium there.
Give him a lifetime extension.
Yeah.
He can coach here as long as he wants.
We don't want polish. This is what we want right
here.
here.
0-12, as long as that guy's lighting up a cig.
There's going to be some angry people on that.
Who cares?
No, I don't care either.
Adam on YouTube says, I'm a heroin addict. He's trying for a pun there. I don't know if it worked. People excited after East Carolina's 40-28 victory over North Texas, 4 in a row. I had a buddy asking me, somebody brought it up, a caller, when's the last time East Carolina erased a deficit that big in a win? I don't know. Help us out, Malcolm Gray.
Someone tweeted 14 years. I don't know if that's true or not, but...
That would have been okay. Was that referencing the Southern Miss? Maybe
How
the
many
game?
were we down tonight?
Was it 21-0 or yeah?
What was Marshall? 17. So yeah,
Y'all's win over Marshall.
We were 17.
Pretty similar, except y'all started y'all's a little later, right?
7 minutes ago.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, Zach, Danny, hang on. We'll go to Kevin in Burlington. Hey, Kevin.
Pirate Nation is styling and profiling. And Blake Harrell is the man. Diamonds are forever, and so is Pirate football, and we're back, baby. And I'm going to tell you, there is no doubt that man deserves to be our head coach, period. And John Gilbert, I got a message for you, bud. If you don't hire him, you need to be fired. I'm going to be there on Friday. Hell, I'm going to the football game, the bowl game. I don't even give a shit where it is unless it's that godforsaken Hawaii Bowl.
All right, Kevin, you can't say the S word.
Kevin did have a great quote, though.
Man.
Diamonds last forever, but so does Pirate football.
That might have been your best call going. You just can't say that. But thank you, Kevin. Call us back next week.
Let's get a beer Friday, Kevin.
317-1250. We go to Danny in Texas next. What's up, Danny?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
Hey, man, this is Danny. I'm down here in Texas. My son JD here. He just came out.
Danny Lampley, what's up?
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, that's right. No, man, I wanted to throw my support out there for Blake Harrell. I don't know what everybody said tonight, but I'm going to tell you, man, we were down 21-0, and going into halftime, I told my wife and daughter, I said, man, this could get bad. And they came out a different team, and I love Blake Harrell, and I love Mike Houston too. But if we have to give this job to Blake Harrell, in my opinion, and so does all these other parents that are returners out here. They really want him to be here, man. That's all. I'm sitting out here full of Coors Light because they didn't have any Ultra down here in Texas. But I have found a lot of bourbon that we're flying back, so everything else is good.
Danny sounds like he's cutting a Stone Cold promo right now.
He does, man. Hey.
Awesome. Did you have something holding?
No, I thought he was still talking. That's huge. I mean, that is literally a pivotal piece of the defense of the program returning next year.
Yeah.
That's his dad, and he's saying, I want Blake Harrell back.
I'm standing here right now holding where, you guys JD came out the gate to see us, and I'm on hold, but I'm standing here, and I never call. I listen to y'all every week. On the ride back from Greenville on Sunday mornings, we'll spend the night after home games, away games. We listen to you guys, and I love it. But I appreciate what y'all do, man.
Question for you. When you saw JD, you said JD, not JDB. My fault. I was going to ask if the cigarette was lit yet.
Yeah, JDB, the offensive coordinator, is lighting up cigarettes in the stadium, apparently.
I just told JD, my son, I was glad he didn't get hands to the face called on that last drive right there.
We had enough penalties tonight, I think. So
I swear. But anyway, thank you guys.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for calling in.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool to hear. There is Danny Lampley calling in. 317-1250. We go next to Zach in Dunn. What's up, Zach?
Hey, guys. Hadn't talked to you in a while. Just a life note. My wife and I had a son back in October. He was stuck around long enough. He saw Mike Houston lose and made the call to fire him. And ever since then, we've been on fire. He woke up at halftime tonight, and I was feeding him, and I said, hey, we've been down 21-0. It's 21-7. You need to get him in gear. And I'll be daggone if they didn't do it.
Did you name him Rajay by chance?
No. We could go back, but we did name him Owen. Not after Daffer. No, man, we're going to take him to the game next week. It'll be his first time in Dowdy, so we'll be up in the club level. But, to the point of the game tonight, it was 21-0, and for some reason I kept the TV on, and for the first time in I don't know how long, you still felt like you were in the game down 21. I just feel like Mike Houston would have packed it up. Maybe not packed it up, but, it wouldn't have been nearly the game that it was. And I don't feel like the fan base would have been nearly as confident as they were tonight. Maybe it was just me, but In regards to the comment about Blake not being polished and JDB not being polished, go to every door in Eastern North Carolina and try and find me somebody that you think is just as polished as can be. That is the most Chapel Hill thought. Oh, we need somebody refined. No, we need somebody that these people relate to. And Blake Harrell and JDB are two guys that I would love to sit down and have a beer with. And in Eastern North Carolina, that has a tremendous impact. And it goes with the chip that we have on our shoulders because of everybody west of 95. These two guys need to stay on campus. We can't afford to not hire them. Clearly, guys want to come and play for them. Defensive guys transferred to play for Blake. Offensive guys transferred to have the opportunity to play for JDB. And now they're rolling. And you better believe that other teams in our conference who are firing coaches, they're looking at Blake, they're looking at JDB, and I guarantee you it's probably a package deal at this point. We can't afford to not do it. We can't. This is a gift. We need to capitalize on it. I hope that everybody shows up next week, regardless of the outcome. He deserves to have this contract. We don't need to draw it out anymore because we need to have recruits on the phone saying, hey, we're here to stay. Let's go. And start hitting the portal, start hitting everybody that we need to go, man. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Go Pirates.
All right. Thank you, Zach. Congrats on the youngin as well.
Yeah, congrats. And then he makes a good point. I mean, when we fired Coach Houston, what did we want? We wanted momentum. We wanted fans to get back into it. We wanted the passion to get back into it. Kate, I remember talking to you after we lost to Army, and you said it felt like everyone was expecting to lose and just no one cared at that point. Well, people care now, and we fired to have passion, everything back. Everyone's calling saying this guy needs to be the head coach. When was the last time we had a head coach that everyone loved? It was rough. Just give Blake Harrell the job. This is a new era. He seems to fit it, and he has an OC that's really, really good and a quarterback that fits this offense really well. Why not keep them all three?
And I agree with Zach. When we're down 21-0, I'm not saying that this now because obviously we won, but I say it because I saw everyone tweeting. There was something about his demeanor that gave me confidence in him. There's just the way he felt upticked. He was giving guys high fives. He just felt loose still, and I felt we were coming back, and that's exactly what we did. So I agree 100% with Zach. Too bad he didn't name his son Rajay, though.
I really believe because I took the live money line on the Pirates.
Shout out, Holt.
Huge.
I thought we were in the game because I thought we'd score. I didn't know if we could keep them down. So credit to Blake Harrell's defense, especially there in that third quarter where everything really flipped. All right, we'll get one more before we take a break. Kevin is up in Winterville. What's up, Kevin?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right. It's a good day to be a Pirate.
No doubt.
I'm in total agreement. Gilbert needs to have that contract ready to be signed tomorrow. The guy's already proven he can handle the football stuff. If he can handle the fundraising aspect for NIL, there's no reason that Harrell can't be successful here. The players love him, and this is just a different team than the first half of the season. The fans can feel it. It's just a completely different team. Down 21-0. I was starting to get worried about how this show was going to go. And then we just blew it open to whatever happened at halftime. It proves he can give a halftime speech if he's down. So, have that contract ready, John, and get him to sign it tomorrow. Go Pirates.
Yeah, this show was about to be a name your best coaching candidate and who you want. That's what it was probably going to be. David asking when the team lands. We've got some calls out, and when we find out, we will let you know. All right, 317-1250. Let's get a break in. Sean, Vinny, and B. Pays. We'll get to you when we return on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Be sure to check out and visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service next to Little Caesars on Charles Boulevard in Greenville. In front of Lowe's Home Improvement on Memorial Drive in Greenville, next to Walmart on 10th Street in Greenville, and the U.S. Cellular store and the Greenville Mall behind Chick-fil-A. Army trying to settle in, and they better, or they're going to get blown out. They finally have a drive going, but could it already be too late? 14-0 Notre Dame late in the first quarter. Army has the ball at the Notre Dame 27-yard line. Auburn and A&M are underway. We'll keep you up to date. Jarrett has the scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, and we got a lot more to go on the fifth quarter. Back with you after this.
Here's a hint. At U.S. Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. U.S. Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserba brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Pirate Radio.
They'll never forget the eccentric pirate Bonnet and his savage, insane, vengeful pirate horde. See, he's a pirate, a real proper pirate.
A proper pirate.
That man is a fearsome pirate if I've ever seen one. Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely a pirate.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio Scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
This is Jarrett Watkins filling in for Shirley Rhodes. Here's the Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard. Louisiana leads Troy 37-28 with 11 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Notre Dame leads Army 14-0, but Army is in Notre Dame territory with less than 2 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Boise State leads Wyoming 7-3. Washington State and Oregon State are tied at 7 in Corvallis. Georgia State and Texas State are tied at 14. Texas A&M is down 7 to Auburn with 11 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Marshall leads Old Dominion 3-0, and Alabama and Oklahoma have just kicked off. And coming up at 8 p.m. in Milwaukee, the Hornets are 7.5-point underdogs to the Milwaukee Bucks, and we will keep you updated on the Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. The Buccaneer Music Hall is open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night and free entry for ladies. Follow the Buck on Instagram for the updated schedule at the Buccaneer Music Hall. See you at the Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Here is Clip Brock.
Thank you, Jarrett. Thank you, Wes Hines, for your duties tonight. We got Holton Ahlers. We got Caden Norman. We got football going on. End of one in Yankee Stadium. Army driving, but down 14-0 right now to the Fighting Irish. All right. We got Ryan, Sean, Vinny. But we will start this segment with B. Pays in Raleigh. What's up, Pays?
Flip, Holton, Maui Jim. Good to talk to y'all tonight.
I don't know Maui Jim.
Wait a minute.
Maui Jim is back.
He might be. I don't know.
Where's your tan?
I use sunscreen really well.
Okay.
Jesus. Yeah, I think Maui Jim got the spray on thing.
I might have.
I might. Yeah, so I saw JDB. That clip, as I know, that's definitely a Newport. That's definitely a Newport Lucy. That's definitely a Newport Lucy.
Does the Newports have brown filters or whites?
No.
That is a brown filter. Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Newport Lucy. That's
all right.
That's a Memorial Drive on the corner of 5th Street.
Picked it up on the way out of town.
Yeah. Before I went to the Texas two-step back in the day. So yeah, I think you probably go ahead and give him the contract. I mean, listen, Tyson Helton's going to lose next week. Rich Rod's going to beat him next week. So he's probably on a little bit of a downslide. Garrett Riley. I mean, I like Garrett. I just don't know. I think you got to have somebody that's run a day-to-day operation of a program. I get it. I get his offense, but you see Hauser and all these guys commenting on social media right now that they want Harold's their guy. So if you're going to keep, if you're going to keep those guys together, and you got to remember, this man won today without his top two receivers.
Hadn't even mentioned that. Thought about it during the game, and then saw it and was like, "Wow, yeah." Did not even mention that yet.
And your top defender didn't play in the first half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much a difference did he make in the second half?
Boy, when Zakai hasn't played, we have looked bad.
He's very good. I've said it all year.
Can't be a total coincidence, right?
He's very, very. I mean, he's the one with the helmet mic on. I mean, that's your captain of your defense. So, yeah, I mean, he's a huge deal.
Yeah, and shout out to the offensive line in the second half. I mean, I don't know what was said to them. What's the O-line coach, Matt? I can't think of his name. Matthew. What's his name?
Maddox.
Line coach.
Is it Maddox?
Matt Maddox.
Yeah. I mean, he gave a hell of a halftime speech because, I mean, them boys came out on the second half and they completely looked. I mean, they completely looked different. I mean, Raji running the ball, Marlon was running the ball, Montgomery was. I mean, it was like plug and play. They said it even on the game thing one day. They were like, it's like college football. It's like 25. You just plug the running back in and keep rolling. And that's what they're doing. I mean, those three guys. And you got Gunn will be back. You lose Raji, but you got the kid from Montgomery, right? The kid from Penn State, and you get you another physical running back. I mean, I don't think anything. The thing I will say about Blake is, when East Carolina, to me, has been the most successful in the history of their football program, is when they're able to recruit the state of North Carolina and find those guys. You can go back to the Logan era, the Hart twins. You got Troy Smith out of Greenville. When you go back and look at those players, the Maine Duckett, a North Carolina guy.
Jamie Wilson. D.H. Conley.
Jamie Wilson, yeah. I think Domain was from Davidson County. You go back and find, Forrest Foster. Those are North Carolina guys. And when you can recruit the state, and it says something to him as being a coach in this state before at a small college and high school to understand what this state can be. We're not going to get those guys to go to Georgia and Tennessee. We get it. But you get those guys that you can kind of find under the radar or 3 stars that you can develop. That's the thing. And I'll end up with this. if he made halftime adjustments today. We haven't seen that in a long time with East Carolina. He made halftime adjustments today, and they came out and they whipped their tail in the second half. Go Pirates. Maui Jim, I'll holler at you.
I appreciate it.
All right, there it is. B pays.
And talking about running backs, losing Rajay. Isn't there a guy, Michael Allen, who wants to come to Greenville, from Greenville, that we could replace Rajay and have a three-headed horse still?
How do you know he wants to come to Greenville?
Sources. We stay close with our sources.
All right. 317-1250 on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Vinny is up next in Washington. What's up, Vinny?
Not much, guys. I don't know why it sounds like a broken record, but, everybody already, making my point. We have a coach well-loved from the player, from the fan base. And then John, if God forbid does not hire him, but have somebody with a big name, we pay for a big name, and we don't hire a coach that his resume speak for himself. Let his mouth speak and let his coach speak for himself. He's well loved from everybody. We had a coach in place, Ruff McNeil, and we fired him. He would have coached for free. We have a Lincoln Riley that we chased him out of town. Now he's making $9 million a year. The biggest deficit to answer that question, I think it should be on a pitch ball when we play NC State to answer that question. It is a mistake if this guy doesn't get the job. And everybody else made the point that I want to make, so I don't want to sound like a broken record. And I don't know if you recall in the beginning of the first game after I saw our offensive coordinator, I say, he used to play with the big boys. Now he likes to play like a poppy. I say 7 or 8 wins. We should have 7 or 8 wins. With Appalachian State, we missed a field goal, and extra point, we lost about 2 points. We should have 8 wins already.
Yeah, could have been. Yeah, we're going to look back at some of these games and say what could have been. I'd love to get the App State game back.
Love to get the Charlotte game back.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can go back and say we'd love to have them all back the way we're playing now.
And hell, we're up 17-0 on Liberty.
Yeah. It's just one of those where, all the callers are saying, and everyone sounds like a broken record tonight, but it's what are you looking for in a head coach if you don't hire him? I wouldn't be surprised if he's hired tomorrow, dead serious, just knowing the vibe of the program, being in it for a while, and knowing people in it. I wouldn't be surprised, but you never know with ECU.
Yeah,
exactly. And one thing that's fun fact, if you watch the Holton Aylor show in the beginning of the year, if you go back a few episodes, Holton, I think you had him at 9 wins this year. You still have a chance.
Yeah.
People called you crazy.
They did call me crazy.
I had 7 and 5. Which I'm hoping for 8.
You look good.
4.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Vinny. 317-1250. Sean is up next in Sanford. What's up, Sean? What's up? Sean?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. What's up?
Hey, I just want to tell you guys, you do a great show. I've been following y'all since my daughter was there at ECU. We actually started following ECU football a year before she started. She's been graduated 4 years now from ECU, but we still follow ECU football. And this team that's playing now under Blake Harrell reminds me of the Ruffin McNeil years, and that's when we started following ECU football. Today's game was just like a game played when Ruffin McNeil was coaching. And I hope I'm not the only one that sees that. Of course, like I said, I've not been following ECU football as long as most of your fans, but that team came out in the second half to come back 21-0. That's the kind of play Ruffin McNeil would do. It's exactly what I saw when he was coach. And anyways, I hope whoever is listening makes the decisions at the school, they do the right thing this year, because Scotty Montgomery and that used car salesman of a coach, Mike Houston, ECU don't need that anymore. Dang, man. I was riding around all over the state this morning, headed to my farm up in Rockingham County, and I had my ECU stuff, my magnets on my truck. I wouldn't have done that 10 years ago. So I hope ECU can do the right thing and hire this fella. And if he loses next year, so what? I haven't seen a team play like this since Ruffin McNeil, and I hope it's noticed.
Appreciate the call, Sean. The people are talking. What are the people with money saying and thinking? That's what matters, I guess.
In athletics, when you're in college athletics, you're always going to worry about job security. you would have the safest job in America for 1 year if you're John Gilbert, if you just hire Blake Harrell.
His approval rating would be through the roof.
Everyone is calling saying hire Blake Harrell. Why? Protect yourself. Give him a year contract. Let him go win for a year. And even if it doesn't work, then say, you know what? We were all wrong. It wasn't just
I know. John Gilbert shouldn't be blamed for it if it doesn't work.
Yeah, just give him a year.
It's almost the people's coach at this point.
Yeah, just give him a year. That's
good.
my thing. I mean,
make that T-shirt, the people's coach.
The people's coach.
Blake
there we
Harrell.
go. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Sean. Let's get one more before we take a timeout. Ryan in Charlotte. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Doing well, yeah. I mean, I think it has to be Blake Harrell's next job. I actually come to you with Brooks Hill's opinion as well, that Blake Harrell has the pirate it factor. If we do not hire him, I feel like we lose out on so many transfers on not just bringing Blake Harrell in, but we need to just bring this guy into the program. He has the pirate it factor. And I think getting us to a winning record, 4-0 as an interim coach, this is ECU football, and I feel like Blake Harrell is the guy.
You and a lot of other folks. I've stopped keeping count. It doesn't matter anymore. It's about 100% at this point. So, yeah, Ryan, he's got the folks fired up. Caden Hauser is quote tweeting North Texas tweets where they used our burn the boats hashtag. Y'all want a chip, right? We got a little chip back here. We got some edge.
And then Chad Stevens tweets hashtag we want Harrell. I mean, the players are literally saying who they want as the head coach. So make it happen.
Leadership scares me on this one now.
We get a good bowl game.
Say that again.
I was just saying, let's just hope that we get a good bowl game location.
Yeah, well, TBD, but we're going bowling. That is for sure. Thank you, Ryan. All right, there he is, Ryan in Charlotte. All right, we got a couple of regs on hold. Let's take a break. We'll get to Bryce in Hollywood and our guy, Philly Al. We'll talk to those gentlemen and more when we return on the Bud Light pregame. Oh, sorry. Damn. Oh. The U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Why is there a bottle of champagne in front of Jared?
Logan from Los Angeles, who ordered us the Modelo's last week, he has sent over a bottle of the bubbly.
Let's go. Thank you, Logan. That's awesome. So, yeah, we'll pop some champagne here on the fifth quarter. More of your calls after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
IMAX is here. With mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound, come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit Elite ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
Hi, folks. Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Hope everybody's having a great November. Just tell you what's going on here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram this month. Have huge savings and selection on Ram 2500s. That's right, up to $10,000 off our Ram 2500s here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Also, huge selection of pre-owned vehicles starting at $599 and up. So remember, drive a little, save a lot.
Head on over to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the game day pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the game day pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
Pirate Radio.
You kind of look like a pirate with that thing on your shoulder.
A pirate? Oh, cool. You should get a pirate name.
And a peg leg.
And a hook hand.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
We'll head into Clip in just a minute, but the Buck is partnering with all 7 of their locations across eastern North Carolina on a mission to end food insecurity within the community. Most needed donations are canned goods, non-perishable items, toilet paper and paper towels, and hygiene products. If you donate these products, there is a chance to win a grand prize, and the winner will be named Wednesday at the Buck at the Thankful Give Back Show. So you can find more information on the Buck and all their partners' social media pages. Now let's head back into the fifth quarter call-in show. Here is Clip Brock.
All right, good stuff from our friends at the Buccaneer Music Hall. I plan on being there tomorrow watching the Commanders take on the Cowboys. It is Dallas week. Guys, we're seeing a trend on Twitter now. The East Carolina football team with the hashtag #WeWantHarrell. Is that the what's the
Caden Hauser? We want Harrell, yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing it from a lot of places. Preston Carr, who was in our studio before the wing eating contest last year, tagged us on one and says hashtag #WeWantHarrell. So the players making their voices heard. All right, Don is in Raleigh, Ben in Texas, Philly Al. We'll get to y'all in a moment. Right now we go to Bryce in Hollywood. What's up, Bryce?
Good evening, gentlemen. Also, Raheem Jeter has a Harold Baker Make East Carolina Great Again up on his X, which is pretty tight.
There you go.
And that's the backup quarterback doing that, too. Yeah. Third string.
I'm man crushing pretty hard right now. I got to admit. Cliff, you're old news, man.
You've moved on?
JDB's my guy. JDB, man. That cigarette post is just fantastic stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, you know, I love what Beep said earlier, you know, about adjustments. You know, that's what Steve Logan did. It's what Skip Holtz did. And Ruff, you know, I always used to say, I remember with, in particular, like with Coach Holtz, it'd like, we'd be down, you know, 14 or 17. We're like, got it right where we want them. Because I knew we were going to make the adjustments and the guys would listen. And it's really great to see a coach, you know, do that and to have that. And that, you know, I'm not crazy about these penalties, even though sometimes, man, I feel like these refs really just, did somebody have relations with one of these guys' wives or something? Because man, they're just getting kind of brutal on us. There's 100+ yards I mean, some are just ticky tacky. But it's good to see that we're playing through it, man. It was tough to. I was cleaning my house, and then I stepped out, and I came back, and we came back. I was like, oh my god, which is nice, man. So this is fun to watch. It's fun, Clip likes to say on his X, winning is fun. Winning is fun. Go Pirates.
All right, and Bryce likes to have fun. That's kind of your line, Kate.
Yeah, Clip. Are you taking credit?
No,
for that
I'm
now?
not saying that.
It's all right.
I say a lot of stuff on there.
I'm not the main character here.
But winning is fun. By the way, check out Caden's weekly picks video. They are tremendous, man. You really are like talented. You get into your role. You're a method actor. I feel like
6 man.
You took a slap from this man to my left this week.
Twice.
Yeah,
we had to redo it because the first one he kind of caught on that it was coming because I like to surprise him.
Yeah.
Like the Rudy one, he had no clue it was coming. so then this one he dodged it, and I was like, well, no, now we got to do it. So yeah.
All right, 317-1250. We go next to Philly Al. What's up, Al?
How you doing, Clef?
Good, man. Hope you are.
Yeah, it's a great day to be a Pirate. It's the first time I can't remember last time we had 2 rushers that rushed over 100 yards and 2 wide receivers that caught over 100 yards. Very good. But it's
4 straight games now with over 200 rushing yards for the Pirates. That's great.
Yeah, 2 guys, though. 2 guys on each, right? Yeah. But it seems impossible for me to believe we had the same people. It's like the whole team quit on Mike Houston. I mean, the coach, I know the coach is important, but does the players have anything to say that what happened? It doesn't matter now. I don't care. He's out. But one other thing. Not that I don't trust the administration. I've been here long enough that I can't believe half the stuff they did. But can you imagine telling the players now that their coach is going to be with them and how that would uplift them for the Navy game? I think that would really up it. Everybody would be up and they'd be up for the game, and it'd probably be a good game. Does everybody think? I know there's a lot of people saying they want him to be coach, but do you think he's going to do it?
I mean, Holden, you said there's a possibility we get maybe a press conference or a press release tomorrow.
I wouldn't. I mean, go to social media right now. Literally, the entire team, key contributors to next year's team, are tweeting they want him. Fans are tweeting they want him. You fired Mike Houston to create excitement to get people back into the program. Well, people are back. I mean, you don't have to go hire someone else to get any of that. Whatever you wanted in a head coach, I would imagine, maybe not. When they fired Mike Houston, they said, what do we want in the next head coach here? Get fans excited. Probably want more fans donating to NIL. Get players excited. Get people committed back in ECU football. Well, go to social media right now. Listen to the people calling. People are bought in to Blake Carroll as the head coach here. Why not make it happen?
Yeah, it's Cliff. Do you remember what they did to Ruffo? Did the same thing. They fired him, and everybody wanted him back, and that's what I'm saying. I don't trust the administration. I just, I don't know. I hope they do, because the players be up there, and it'll be a great game next week.
Al, you wanted to fire Ruff.
I used to call him Lovin' Ruffin.
I know. You were sick of the hugs. I remember.
Oh, my God, yeah. I regret it now.
All right, Al. Good to hear from you, man.
Wait. Let me ask you one other thing.
Yeah.
When Navy comes in, I don't remember. Do they bring a contingent of Navy personnel?
Very small.
What is he saying? Like with the team?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Normal as another team, but there will be a lot of Navy people around the area.
Right. I think he's saying like the actual
with the team
service members.
They about 20 or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Same as other teams.
Yeah, I thought they bring like a contingent like the Army and Navy game.
Right.
Okay, you guys have a good game, and let's go next week and see what happens.
All right, Al. Thank you, man. There is Philly Al.
I didn't know Philly Al didn't like hugs. We'll have to give him a hug next time we see him around town.
I'm so sick of hugging the players. You don't hug in football. All right, 317-1250. We go to Ben in Texas. What's up, Ben? Ben. Yeah, it's Ben. What's up, Ben?
Hey, Cliff, this is Ben. How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm great. I just want to say, first off, that was a great win. I mean, fantastic team win. Everybody contributed. But the reason I'm calling is because I was looking at, the field goals, the snaps by Alex Harper. They were just not good tonight. They were all over the place. They're all over the place. Without Luke Larson spinning them, I don't think we would have made those field goals.
Okay. I'll look into that.
Yeah, is he in the studio right now? I know he's affiliated.
How the hell would that happen?
I don't know.
No, he's not here.
All right, well, that was all I had to say. Y'all just have a great night. I just didn't think the snaps were good at all.
All right, I'll address it with him. Tthank you, Ben.
Yeah, please do.
All right. There's Ben in Texas. A-Harp, first time being called out this year.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people think the long snapper get unnoticed.
Yeah,
Ben is not letting that happen.
Ben noticed them and apparently thought we had a teleportation device here in the
Got
studio.
him in the studio.
All right, Don is up next in Raleigh. What's up, Don?
Hey, so I don't know if there's a statistic for it, but when's the last time a interim coach went 4-0 in their first games after firing a head coach?
Yeah, I don't know. We've kind of rattled off some of the kind of pros and cons of hiring an interim coach. There's been some great examples of it. Dabo was an interim coach. That might be the biggest one you can use for success.
You're modeling the G5. Look at Boise State right now.
Interim? Yeah. He was an interim guy? Yeah. So it's worked. It also hasn't worked. But, yeah, that's a good question, Don. I don't know about a 4-game winning streak after firing your coach.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot.
No doubt.
And,
yeah.
You look at, if you don't give them the job, who leaves? Is Hauser going to be there?
Me and Caden had Chad Stevens and Sue Radbear on the podcast this week, and we asked, and Chad Stevens just dead serious said, yeah, people are going to leave. People want Harold to be the guy, and if he's not, then they're not going to trust administration, and they're going to go play for him, possibly play for Harold somewhere else as a head coach.
Yeah. I mean, and you look on the contrary, and maybe we are a more desirable job than we have been the last few hires. And maybe somebody's bringing the house with them.
True. I mean, that's a good.
Yeah, I'm with that, but it's like Harold's looking. I mean, who are you going to? Bringing in a whole new staff is always risky. Now, look, Kurt Cignetti's doing amazing right now at, Indiana, although they lost today. But usually when you bring in a whole new staff, there's going to be a little bit of downfall at first, especially at the G5 level. Because, if you do it at the Power 5 level, usually those teams have, the SEC, if you do it at Auburn, usually those guys have 5 stars on the roster. They just haven't been developed or something. A new coach can come in and buy them into the program. A school like ECU, a lot of it's about scheme, about buy-in. It's going to take a few years. That's why I think Harold's kind of the guy. He can keep everything in place and just continue off what we're building on now.
Yeah, I mean, I commented on the Facebook post y'all put up, and I said, yeah, hire him. I mean, there's no question.
Yeah, you're in the majority right now.
We haven't heard a single person say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hey, go Pirates.
All right, Don. Thank you, man. There is Don in Raleigh. Lines locked and loaded all night. Wes Hines, great job on the phones. J-Bone, fantastic on the video production. Holden Ahlers, Caden Norman, the QBs here in studio. We'll take another break. Come back. Rob, Jack, Nick, we'll get to you. We'll enjoy a little more Dank Burrito. It hits every single time. If you haven't tried Dank Burrito yet, folks, you got to go. In Greenville. You can go online at dankburrito.com. Check them out on Facebook. Went with the cheesesteak burrito tonight. I think jerk chicken is still my favorite. But what you guys have tonight?
I had the plain Jane, but you have to get the queso. Queso and the chips every single week. It's becoming a tradition in the Holden Ahlers podcast crew.
I went a little basic tonight. I'm a little tired of I always get hibachi, and I've had a lot of hibachi in the last week.
Yeah.
So I just went with chicken tenders. And let me tell you, the barbecue sauce Dank Burrito has, I'm a big barbecue sauce guy. It's amazing.
Sauces are very important.
Yeah, huge.
Especially ranch.
Yeah, especially ranch. 317-1250. Back with you after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Happy holidays, folks. This is Captain Bo Brooks from Pirate Waters Outfitter, 108 North Market Street, downtown Washington, where we have gifts for everyone, including Turtle Box, Smithy Cast Ironware, AFCO Marshware, and Bubba Blade products. We also are a fully functional fly shop, and we carry Grundon's offshore foul weather gear. Come see us this holiday season and get the gift for the one you love in Washington, North Carolina.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new fall weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
From the belt, here's the delivery.
Pirate Radio, the station that always delivers.
Fine, and lapping it up faster than we can deliver.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio Scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
Shirley Rhodes is not here tonight. I'm Jarrett Watkins with your Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard. Right now, Louisiana is closing things out with less than a minute left in the 4th quarter, and they will probably defeat Troy 50-30. Notre Dame leads Army 21-7. Boise State got a bye in the college football playoff at the moment. Maybe not after this. They're down 10-7 to Wyoming. Baylor leading Houston 14-7. Auburn up 21-0 with around 13 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Utah is defeating Iowa State right now with about 11 minutes left in the 2nd, 9-7. Duke is up to an early lead, 7-0 over Virginia Tech with around 8 minutes left in the first quarter. And a final from some NBA action tonight. The Utah Jazz have defeated the New York Knicks 121-106 with their leading scorer, Lauri Markkanen, with 34 points, shooting 11 for 15 from the field. And also, the Charlotte Hornets are down 15-13 with 5 minutes left in the first. That is your Buccaneer scoreboard, Music Hall scoreboard. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. The Buccaneer Music Hall is open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night and free entry for ladies. Follow The Buck on Instagram for the updated schedule at the Buccaneer Music Hall, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the fifth quarter call-in show. Here is Clip Brock.
All right, J-Bone throwing out some Knicks and Hornets scores.
Yeah, what's going on there? You just want to slip in the knife right there.
Yep.
The Auburn Tigers are doing what a lot of folks, myself included, thought they'd do, and that is beat up on Texas A&M and just about had a long touchdown.
You took them?
Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah. They are up 14-0 and have it in the red zone. Notre Dame up 21-7 right now. We're keeping an eye on those games, and if there's any good ones, we'll find those as well. All right, 317-1250. Chris, Nick, Jack, hang on. Let's get back to your calls on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Rob is up in Washington. What's up, Rob?
How about that Pirate run game, baby? It was good to see Rajay going out big here toward the end of his career. I hope the kid gets a chance as an undrafted free agent. I don't know if it was planned or not, but the run game it kept North Texas offense off the field, which I'm sure kept them out of sync a little bit in the second half, being cold on the sidelines. I don't know if that was planned by Harold or just circumstance having so well and Winston right out, but maybe he's showing he can win games in different ways with different formulas. And I guess also I'd like to say that keeping Harold and JDB is not only going to keep Hauser, but you got to think about the freshman wide receiver, and then you got to think about Bond, the running back, keeping all those guys. And the only other, I have a suggestion for Holton. Holton, if you can't do the ECU film breakdown, how about do a opponent preview film breakdown, the team we're about to play for the week, get some film on them and break it down.
I'm 100% down for that, but I'm just going to go ahead and tell you I will not be doing that for the triple option. I'll do it for the bowl game, though.
Bowl opponent?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, boys. Go get them. Hey, give to NIL, people. That's the game now. It's an opportunity. It's not a downside. It's a chance for us to get ahead, not behind. It's an advantage for us if we use it. Everyone give $10.
All right. Team Boneyard, says Rob in Washington. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. That run by Rajay, got to mention, I believe, Holden, was it Jamarion McCrimmon?
Yes.
Who had the assist to Rajay?
He deserves a touchdown himself there. And he was just talking about NIL. Start a movement. If we hire Blake Harrell, people start donating $10, $20 to NIL. Let's get this thing moving. I mean, that's what administration wants to hear. If you really want Blake Harrell, start tweeting that. They'll listen.
We're just
Kate's not going to. Okay, cool.
I'm already in for $10. All
right, there we go.
I'm in for 10, so they got that.
I came in late. That's the way to do it. Can you comment on a donation to? Yeah, sometimes you can
just put on Twitter, I will donate more.
Or screenshot your donations and then say, Blake Harrell for coach.
Then I'll submit this if Blake Harrell's hired.
Don't hit send yet.
Yes, don't hit send.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, speaking of don't hit send, some of your tweets you shouldn't hit send on.
It's a hostage takeover.
317-1250 is the number on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Jack's up in Raleigh. Hey, Jack.
Hey, guys. I was going to tell you about the game, but there's some more important matters to talk about. The Alabama wide receiver is wearing 2 mouth guards.
All right. Breaking news.
That's ridiculous. Thoughts on the game? Honestly, I don't think we made that many second half adjustments. I think we were moving the ball well in the first half. We had those couple of plays, and the defense was playing. They were playing well, but you give them the ball in the other in bad field position, and they're not going to do well, obviously. So I thought they were playing well, and then you get Barker back in the second half, and that's huge because he was playing out of his mind. And with Blake, I don't care if he's playing aggressive. If we lose by 30, but I just want somebody to play aggressive. Look, if we go back to Houston, I mean, think about 3 years ago, we had to defend our coach because we got beat by too many points, and he was mad that the other team scored on us. And we take this loser mentality. With Harrell, we're not going to take that loser mentality. I mean, Pat McAfee got on the show and totally bashed Houston, and it's just completely ridiculous that was our coach. And he would literally call games so that we wouldn't get beat by so many points. And I think that's ridiculous that he was our head coach. So my questions for Harrell is when he goes into next year, because he's going to be the head coach. Spoke to my sources. He's going to be the head coach. Will you be aggressive just like you are this year? Or are you going to change it up? Because if you're going to change it up, then you might as well just walk out the door. The second is, who's your DC going to be? And is it going to be Trip Weaver? Because if it's not Trip Weaver, you better have like Dan Quinn or somebody else as your.
Hey, don't take my coach.
No, that's fine. The Commanders aren't. Commanders are going to fall off anyways. So that's just kind of how it rolls. The Panthers are going to beat the Chiefs tomorrow. No lies. And then the second or the third, how are you going to engage the fan base? Because I was a student while Mike Houston was there, and I never saw the man. The man never went on campus. The man did not do the stuff, and maybe I just didn't see him. But I mean, he just wasn't the same guy that Harrell is. And I really enjoy Harrell and what he's done. So a lot of positives, a couple negatives on the game. We need to rotate our backs more. Did you see London Montgomery? He was gasping for air. Gasping. So that's one. I get it. We need to rotate our backs. Also, where was the jumbo package on 4th and 1? Nowhere. The refs also incompetent. That play by Rajay with McCrimmon pulling him. Correct me if I'm wrong. You cannot pull the running back in a pile. You can only push.
Hey, Narc. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? But I'm just saying.
Hey, look, I can't believe they didn't blow forward progress there.
Yeah, that was awesome though. That was a really good play by that guy.
But yeah, I mean, you're probably right, Jack. But yeah,
it's just like stupid stuff like that. It's like that costs games, and these refs can't pick up on stuff like that. But they can pick up on a face mask call in a scrum of 10,000 people. And can we? What does it take to be an announcer for ESPN?
Yeah, agreed.
Those people that suck at their job. I mean, they just get fired upward. These guys absolutely suck. I mean, you got freaking Beth Mowens, who's announcer of the year, and she's the most annoying announcer to ever deal with. And you got these nut jobs that are saying, "Oh, Rajay made a bad decision." No, you ever watch the Falcons when Todd Gurley went over the end zone and then they lost the game because Todd Gurley went over the end zone? No, you don't give the ball to the offense. So commentators, refs, they get the idiot award from me tonight. That's all I got to say. Thanks, guys.
I don't know if I agreed with everything Jack said, but that was a great call. I like the way I love his delivery.
I don't know if he was just ripping them off of his mind or if he had a list full of like things that he wanted to talk about. That was a great call.
Awesome call, Jack. 317-1250. We go to Nick in Greenville next. What's up, Nick? Wes, give me a faster trigger finger. What's up, Nick?
Hey, I hate to be the negative guy tonight, but
negative Nick.
Can we not wait till the Navy game to go crazy for Blake Harrell? Because my opinion is, at the end of the day, I feel that we should have won all these games that Blake Harrell's won. And I mean, last week we almost lost to Tulsa, and would we even be having this conversation right now?
Well, we didn't though.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but I feel like we should have won all these games, so I'm not too. I mean, I also think if Caden Houser's the starter all year, maybe Mike Houston's still here.
Yeah. We talked about that on the pregame. What would be East Carolina's record if Hauser started from day one?
Yeah. And then also, I just think there may be better coaches out there. We've got to look long-term here. It can't just be short-term. It's going to be a whole nother team in 2-3 years from now. We don't know how well Blake Harrell is going to recruit. And I mean, people may disagree with me. And then the last thing, Clip, can we get an ECU basketball call-in show, please?
4 days a week.
For what purpose?
Man, I just can't. I'm
are you the guy?
Stetson? Yeah, that's me.
Look, man, I'm older than you, and it stinks, but I've just kind of like accepted what ECU basketball is. I appreciate your passion, and I would love if it was more serious. I think I've stated that.
Yeah.
But you can call in any day during Pirate Radio Live and talk basketball. But no, Nick, I appreciate your. You want it to be good. You want it to be great, and you don't like the schedule. I know that much.
Yeah, I'm just tired of watching Stetson and Illinois Chicago. Can we play at least one Power 5 team out of conference? It's ridiculous.
Well, we do have South Carolina, so
my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. All right. Well, thank you, guys.
All right, Nick. And, hey, man, I'm not going to hate on somebody with a differing opinion. He says East Carolina could have won these games with Mike Houston or, should have won these games. And he might not be wrong.
And I mean, he probably is right in a lot of different ways there. And, like, emotional decisions are not always the best. But, look, someone just put in the chat, too, like, it wasn't like we just went out there and just beat them tonight. We were down 21-0, and that showed how much the team wants to play for Blake Harrell. And also that Blake Harrell can get guys to rally around him at halftime and to go out there and win in the second half. And that's more important than just going. If we would have went out there and won 35-20, like, it would have been nice, and people probably would have been saying the same thing. But being down by 21 points and coming back and win kind of solidifies that he can get guys to rally back. He knows how to talk to the team at halftime while down. Like, it shows a lot of different coaching traits that you're looking for in a head coach.
I got one word for the call right there from Nick. Boo.
Thank you, Kate. 317-1250. Take a break, Wes. All right, Chris, Blake, Wade, hang on. We'll get to your calls when we return. Notre Dame is putting it on the Army. Is that going to make it 28?
28-7.
28-7. Going to be that score. Auburn, 21-0 over Texas A&M. We'll keep up to date on everything going on and have more for you on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Back with you after this.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra-large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water, and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Chris Barsani from Orthopedic Season Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injuries or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedic Seats provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services
hours as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is ending the month with huge Black Friday deals. Come in and register at Doug Henry to win up to $75,000 in prizes. No purchase is necessary. They are also offering no payments till 2025. This is a Black Friday event you don't want to miss. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com.
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fish Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Like a cold beer on a hot summer day. Nice. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
And we're back. All right, Jeff, Chris, Blake, hang on. We are rocking and rolling on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Lines locked and loaded on the Big Rock Power Sports live line. Big Rock Power Sports has everything you need to conquer the outdoors. If you're in the market for an ATV, side-by-side, motorcycle, personal watercraft, or boat, make Big Rock Power Sports and Marine your next stop. 5 locations in Eastern North Carolina. Big Rock Power Sports. Choose your adventure. 317-1250. Wade, you are up in Durham. What's up, Wade?
What's up, Flip?
How you doing, man?
Doing great. Did better in the second half, of course.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Steve Logan's kind of interim coach. I mean, he hired as a head coach as he's office coordinator, but just think if you had a 5-game interview with like Blake has, it's kind of the same situation. And people, we had him for 10 years, I think, and he did pretty good. And we had a coach like that, so why don't give Blake a shot? We've already seen what we've done in 4 games. It's pretty good. Hopefully he does well next Friday. I'll be there. And Steve Logan is kind of he started out pretty good. Had a couple poor years, but then we had some great years from 9-4, I think, or 9-3, and took us to a regular bowl game. So that's just an idea. It's something that worked at Greenville or East Carolina, and maybe Blake could be the person to make it work again.
Yeah,
I was talking about earlier.
Not a terrible comparison because I've seen we need to hire an established, like D1 FBS football coach. But has East Carolina ever done that? Like when they hired Skip, he had been a previous coach at UConn when they were FCS.
Yeah.
Of course, Coach Houston won a championship FCS. So a lot of people want to have that, head coaching experience, but Steve Logan had no experience. Ruffin McNeil, no head coaching experience. So
yeah. And
Scotty Montgomery.
True.
Yeah.
John Thompson.
I mean, ECU's each school's unique in its own way, and coaches and players and fans and people who come to this area don't know how passionate it is. There's things you don't know until you get here and you've been here for a few years. Blake Harrell's been here for 5 years. He understands it. And look, how appreciative would he be? How long would he stay here if he won? Like, he probably wouldn't go anywhere until he got a huge job. It doesn't make sense not to hire him tomorrow, tonight, as soon as possible.
Well, Nick, who just called in, said, Holton, you said we shouldn't make emotional hires.
No, I said I think emotional decisions sometimes aren't the best, but in this situation, he's done it for weeks and weeks. Like, this isn't just tonight.
So
this
make the emotional decision.
Nick needs a Navy win.
I know.
Yeah, Nick does need it.
I'm sorry I booed Nick.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not like, I don't think this would be an emotional decision at all. I mean, look, everyone who's called in and has called in, you got to think this isn't just tonight that people have started doing this. They've done it since 2 weeks ago. People have called in. So.
I'm emotional. I'm for it.
Drew is asking, what's in y'all's solo cups?
Water.
Sink water.
Okay. There you go. Let's go to Blake in Farmville. What's up, Blake? What's up, Blake? No Blake? All right. We go to Arapahoe and talk to Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Good, man.
Hey, I want to just say a few things. What a great win for the Pirates tonight. That interim head coach we've got, he is killing it. He is doing an outstanding job. I don't know why. If we don't hire him, we don't. I mean, I think he'll go somewhere else. When's the last time y'all can remember that a coach has done this good, getting hired, I mean, the previous coach fired mid-season, and he's turned this program around. Like, Coach Houston, to me, had no fire on the sidelines. Like, he stood there like a lost puppy. This coach has got this team fired up. He's ready to go. I just think he's done an outstanding job, and I think they should really give him a shot, at least a 2-year deal, or if not 1-year deal. He's got it going on, and that's all I've really got to say. But you could tell that at halftime we were down by 2 touchdowns, and he let the other team score 1 touchdown in the second half. And he's got this team fired up. They love to play for him. I think he can recruit with this, the progress he's got going on. So go Pirates.
All right, thank you, Chris. I did find a list of some interim coaches, so like notable names. Of course, we mentioned Dabo. That would be 1A. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Ed Orgeron got the interim job and got a contract, right? And then it didn't work out there. But did claim a national title while he was there at LSU. Clay Helton, who the
name who's popped up.
Yeah, up for the job. He was when Steve Sarkisian got fired from USC. Ryan Day,
that was a weird one though.
Who I don't like.
No, I hate him.
I do too.
I hate him.
I think it's his face. And
I had
beard.
a micro parlay today, like a 3-teamer at Indiana plus 21, and he doesn't need the ball. He wants to go for the back-to-back QB sneaks. Did you watch the end of that game?
Oh, they did the stop short. Like Rajay did, and then ended up scoring, right?
Yeah, back-to-back QB sneaks.
Just like we did.
I hope they lose to Michigan next week.
Caden's just mad because he bets without knowing ball. Caden doesn't know ball.
Ooh, but he does great videos.
Thank you.
And Brent Key at Georgia Tech, who is still there and doing a great job, right?
Yeah, he was a big interim guy.
Yeah.
And has done a good job.
So there's just a few names, saw a list. As far as like here, we don't fire coaches midseason, so we've never seen it here before.
Not with this many games left.
It's new. All right, 317-1250. Jeff is in Blunt's Creek. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
I got maybe 1 or 2 comments, and I'm kind of questioning. I'm an armchair quarterback, and can I get somebody to explain the lineman downfield and how that, I know we got called on that tonight and it cost us a touchdown, but can Holden or somebody say, is that something that's hard to not do, or is it just mental?
Yeah, in today's college football world, it's called an RPO, which is run pass option, which means you can run the ball if the run looks there and throw the ball if the pass looks there. The throw was there, which means in RPO, the linemen are blocking run. The receivers are running pass concepts. The linemen know that they have about 2 seconds to not get up the field, and the DN crashed. So Hauser, usually within the 2 seconds, he would get the ball off, but Hauser had to dodge the DN and then throw the ball, so he held it a little bit longer. So the lineman thought it was a run because it was after 2 seconds and the ball hadn't been released. So that's what happened.
North Texas got away with one, though. They had a lineman way farther downfield, yeah.
All right, well, that helps me some because I was not sure about it.
Yep.
The next thing is if there's anybody that can come up with a great reason, a really good reason, that this man should not be hired, please call in and air your underwear.
All right, Jeff, he's put the call out. Give us a good reason Blake Harrell should not get the job.
There's not that I know of. No one said anything.
Don't get scared to get booed if you have a bad answer.
Yeah, I guess Nick said wait. He didn't say don't do it.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Air your underwear. John, Blake, and Mark, we'll get to you when we roll on. Rolling through these calls tonight on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Man, Caden, it's fun to win.
It's great to win. It's a fun time.
Great comeback by the Pirates tonight. We'll take another break, come back, and have more for you on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show after this.
Dank Burrito is now open at 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Get ready to elevate your taste buds, G Vegas. With our Dank Burrito app, your favorite burritos are just a tap away. Order for delivery or pickup. Enjoy mouth-watering flavors from the comfort of your own home. Download the Dank Burrito app today and unlock exclusive deals and get a free queso on your next visit. Join the flavor revolution at Dank Burrito, where every bite is a flavor bomb.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Say Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown and Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown and Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Pirate Radio.
Behind every captain, there's a crew. Sure, some of you are as ugly as a sea cucumber. Some of you are closer to being a chair or coat rack than a pirate. And some of you are just fish I've dressed up in a hat.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
Shirley isn't here today. This is Jarrett Watkins with your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update. At halftime, Notre Dame leads 28-7. Also at halftime, Boise State and Wyoming are tied at 10. Alabama and Oklahoma are tied at 3 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. And Marshall leads Old Dominion 10-7 with about 3 minutes left in the second. Vandy and LSU are tied at 7, 9 minutes left in the second quarter. And Kansas State leads Cincinnati 13-0 with 12 minutes left in the second. And some finals from earlier today. Miami beat Wake Forest 42-14. Florida defeated Ole Miss in a big upset 24-17. And Boston College defeated UNC 41-21. Also, the Milwaukee Bucks are up 44-37 on the Charlotte Hornets with 5:58 left in the second quarter. The Hornets' leading scorer right now would be Josh Green. Jeez. All right, let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Here is Clip Brock.
All right. Thank you, Jay Bone. Thank you, Wes Hines, Cade Norman, and Holt Naylor's here. Reliving that wild finish. First time I'm seeing the Hail Mary. Did that guy catch it? He called it incomplete. Yeah. But it would have been at the 2-yard line anyway. And Arizona State has 8 wins.
They're in the They're in Big 12 championship.
Wow.
Yeah.
My scenario on the pregame came to fruition. I said there could be a chance the Big 12 misses out on the college football playoff entirely. For that to maybe happen for this week's poll coming up, we need a BYU and Colorado to lose. Both of those things happen. I'm very interested to see if. Now, does Indiana slide out with their loss? No. I don't know. I don't think a Big 12 team is going to be in the college football.
Who would move in?
Well, Ole Miss lost, so they're out.
Boise's losing, or in a tight one.
SMU could move in.
But Boise would stay in, just not have a bye.
Yeah.
Unless they're ranked higher.
They lose.
Then I guess if they lose, Arizona State or whoever they say is going to win the Big 12 will be the 4.
So Boise's a G5 school.
Yeah.
So like the only person that could replace Boise right now is Army.
Right.
Or
Tulane.
They're losing to Notre Dame.
Still,
that doesn't count.
I said SMU could move in.
Yeah, they would just take Miami's spot though.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean as a
second ACC team?
Correct. Yeah, they could.
Ooh. Isn't the G5 though guaranteed one?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, we're good. I don't know what I'm arguing.
Boise's tied 10 right now, so that's.
Who are they playing?
Wyoming. On the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard.
How about them Cowboys? All right, Spencer, Mark, Blake, hang on. Let's go to John in Columbus, Ohio. Hello, John.
Hello, Cliff. Thank you for having me on the show. I wanted to, first of all, give a big shout-out to the basketball team. They're now 6-1. And I also want to talk about our administration. I'm a little bit nervous about them going out right now and trying to, hire someone if they do. I'm hoping that they give Blake Harrell the job. In fact, I think at this point he's done enough to get the job because he's rallied the team. He's also rallying Pirate Nation, and that's going to be important when it comes to NIL. It's going to be important as far as ticket sales goes because, the Navy game is not an ideal day being on Black Friday. I feel like if he were to come out tomorrow and announce that Blake Harrell is going to be the coach, I feel like that you would see a spike in ticket sales for that last game. I love Yannick. I think he is going to be a fantastic player, and I'm hoping that if they do keep Blake Harrell, that a lot of our good young players are going to stay. Obviously, NIL is going to have a lot to do with that. Cliff, when you go to the press conference, would you ask about Rajay when he went down, when he was running? He had basically a touchdown, and he went down on the ground. Was that something that came from the bench, or is that something that he did? Because I think that's an example of coaching. If that, because that caused him to burn a timeout. Yeah. I thought it was pretty heads up. It was risky and it was gutsy. But if that came from the coach, I mean, that's another example of him pulling the right strings and making the right call. And as always, I love your show. I listen to it every week. And for those of us that can't get to Greenville and are outside of the state of North Carolina, you do, and go Pirates.
Thank you, John and
Gilbert. Dude, he sounds just like John Gilbert, actually. He could be an impersonator.
Make the right hire, John.
John, just go ahead and do everything you were talking about doing.
Let us know that you hired him, John.
Listen, that's not a Columbus, Ohio accent.
We will. I wonder if that was asked post game, but if not, I'm sure it'll come up in the press conference, and we'll ask JDB as well. It was either a good coaching move or a good move by 5-year leader running back. Yeah. All right, we go to Blake. Boy, John Gilbert just called in. This is Blake Harrell. Blake in Farmville. What's up, Blake? Blake, you with us? Didn't he already drop once tonight? Blake, you got no patience.
Big win. Give him a chance.
All right, let's try Mark. Mark in Garner next. Hello, Mark.
Yes, sir. I'd like to go ahead and throw my 2 cents in on Blake Harrell and suggest that we go ahead and make the hire for him. And then I would like to just say boo to the newly engaged guy. I kind of do have a little bit of a fan of the Buckeyes, and I'm sorry that he lost his money. He just makes horrible bets. That's his problem.
Do you know this guy, Caden?
No.
Okay.
I don't know this guy.
Okay.
But sounds like a hater.
And I will have to say, though, I love you and I love Holton, but the newly engaged guy, he just needs to get his betting a little bit better.
It happens. Mark, I know you've lost some.
Do you? So you do know Mark?
No, I just know we've all lost bets. So.
Fact. All right.
We appreciate it, Mark.
Mark with a vote for Blake Harrell and a down vote for Caden
Caden's
Norman.
bets suck.
Yeah. Caden, look, you put work into the bets, but I'm a little bit afraid it's all about the entertainment value now with the videos.
Listen.
Are you focusing enough on the bets?
Well, right now, this week, I could go a 500 week again. So by the time we finish the year, we're still going to have a really good record if we keep going 500.
Big, yeah.
So it is tough. The entertainment value is pulling me away to an extent, but I'm not a main character, and I know that. Not on this show, not on the whole Naylor show.
Oh, come on.
You keep saying
I'm
that.
just a
Co-host on
sidekick.
both of
Listen, I'm just a sidekick, so I know my role, so I'm focusing on the bets. It's just not hitting this week.
All right. We go to Spencer in Waxhaw. What's up, Spencer?
What's up, Flip? Woo!
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's do it. Go Pirates. I'm so excited. I've listened to you guys for over probably 12 years now. First-time caller. I'm so excited. This is – I just have hope now. So I feel like this is the guy. This is the right guy right now. He's got the grit of Pirates. I don't know what it was, Clip, but 21-0, I didn't stop watching. I knew we had Hauser. He was doing great in previous games. I just had something showed me to still watch it, and they came out firing. I mean that last touchdown, in the first half, had me excited, and they just went in with momentum. I'm just jacked right now.
How about this different in mindset? We're up 16-0 and 17-0 earlier this year, and we're dreading that we're going to lose the lead. Yeah. We're down 21-0 today, and I too thought I knew we would score points. Holden believed. He put his money where his mouth is.
Yep.
Caden, you believe too.
Yeah, I took the Pirates -3. So
there you go. But we all kind of thought like, hey, this ain't over. We're going to make some noise in this game.
No, and they just really showed it. They rallied around the coach. I'm speechless right now. I'm really excited for the first time in a long time, and it just gives me hope because we have such passion with our fan base, and it gives us a lot of hope just seeing us win like this. And I'm just really excited. So, Clip, you do an awesome job. I really appreciate everything you do for the Pirate community. Holton, it's been such a pleasure watching you kind of go from high school when I was watching your games in high school and just seeing you do now. And Caden, you're doing a good job.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You're doing a good job. No, I'm just kidding. Man, I really enjoy watching your videos, buddy. You're such a surprise this year. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll keep listening like I have been, but go Pirates.
Spencer, thanks for the kind words. Thanks for calling in for the first time in 12 years of listening.
He started calling more. That was a great call.
Caden, Pirate Radio Rookie of the Year nominee.
I hope so. Hopefully, I can't win.
I hope so.
I can't win most improved this year, so that's a plus.
All right. For the first time tonight, we have empty lines. How many breaks we got left, Wes? 1. All right. So if you want to get in, give us a call, 317-1250. We'll come back, look over the UB stat sheet, and have our Brown and Wood drive of the game and more of your calls. 317-1250 on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Back with you after this. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
The Honda CRF Red Hot Sales Event is going on now. That's right, Honda is celebrating its 2024 450 Supercross and Super Motocross Championships with deals as hot as the tracks they dominated. Get up to $1,000 in bonus bucks, a free Matrix swag kit, and low APR financing on 2024 and prior CRF competition models. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville for a red hot deal on race-winning Honda CRF today. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
Pirate Radio.
Mr. Gibbs, Captain, you may throw my hat if you like. Aye, aye, Captain. Hooray! I'll go and get it.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, Mark Alexander is challenging Cade Norman to a three-point contest for Pirate Radio Rookie of the Year.
Dude, Mike doesn't want that.
Ooh.
Am I in contention for this too?
No.
Haven't you won enough? Let Caden have something.
Some guys.
I want to, not even Rookie of the Year, just for the awards. Are we going to have an awards? Can I be in contention?
You're nominated for Podcast Host of the Year.
Let's go. There you go.
But he's co-host too, so.
No. What's the show called again?
I didn't want it called that. I wanted it called Local Politics Show Podcast.
Politics, but Holton Ahlers, Danny Beal, Greg Hudson, Podcast of the Year nominees. Let's hear your votes. All right, we've got Sherry in Greenville on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Hello, Sherry.
Hello. Just thank you for taking my call. This is the first time. We've been fans for years and years. I went to ECU. My husband did too. But I wanted to tell you, when the football team was in that big pile, it was like our whole season was in that big pile. And when 62 pulled Rajay out of the pile and threw him forward, that's what reminded me of Blake and what the spark he has brought to the team, and the whole team has come together versus just one person here or one person there. It's been a great season, and I vote for Blake too.
That was
honestly,
cool.
That's exactly what has happened. So yeah, wow.
I don't know what's more firing, that Blake Harrell speech that I have no clue what he said, or that speech. That was amazing. That was poetic.
A metaphor
I'm
for the
fired up.
season. Yeah. Sherry, anything else?
No, but I love you all, and we love this show, and thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely. Great call. Call again, please.
Say it back, Clip.
Thank you.
Oh, love you too, Sherry. There you go. All right. That's kind of awkward.
You just don't like saying it back. You got to.
Why
say
don't
it back.
you say it back?
It's not my show.
I love you, Clip.
Love you, Clip.
You're supposed to say I love you too.
I love you too.
There we go. We're training him good. Yep.
All right. If you I like y'all's high five there. That was good. If you want to get a call in, now's the time to do so. 317-1250. We'll take a look at the UB stat sheet. Guys, anything off the top of your heads for the Brown and Wood drive of the game?
Oh, the pull out of the pile, which Sherry just said. That was by far
season.
the season. It was electric. The whole momentum flipped after that. Maybe it flipped before that, but I definitely felt like the game was back, swinging our way when Rajay broke out of that pile. I know it was illegal. I don't know who called it and said that earlier. That deserves a second bill of the night, which I'm not going to give right now. But that was electric.
Yeah, I would say that, and then like the first drive out of the half, the fumble, and then going down there and score. Like the whole thing just flipped the second half. So yeah, both of those. But Sherry did make a good point. Like that is kind of how the season's went so far, and glad we have turned it around and are balling now.
Unfortunately, the Mean Green scored at the very end of the third quarter. That was one of the most dominant third quarters of football I've seen from ECU in a long time. And I was too young to really appreciate this live, but I've watched the VHS a million times. When the Redskins scored 35 in the second quarter against the Broncos, Doug Williams throwing bombs, 35-0. East Carolina had them 24-0 in the third until they scored a late touchdown, which was helped by penalties for most of that drive. But man, what a dominant quarter for the Pirates. We'll run over some stats. Caden, you got something?
Drew on YouTube said the one before half, which I can kind of see. It set up momentum.
Yeah. That was big. That was big.
I love the Yannick Smith touchdown in the corner of the end zone.
That was a great throw, too. And, hey, one thing I will say, you talked about before the half and then after the half, a big thing in football is the middle eight. The middle 8 minutes going into the half, the last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half. That's a Bill Belichick thing, and a lot of teams that win games, that's why the Patriots won a lot of games, win those middle 8 minutes. It's clear that Harrell's winning those.
We're doing that every week. We had the big field goal last week against Tulsa. It feels like we're scoring late in the first half.
Look at great teams, all the ranked teams and all the teams that are going to make the playoff. They probably are dominating the middle 8 minutes. Especially, that's how you get comebacks, too. When you're down like we were today, that's how you start comebacks, is you just the middle eight. And I know that's something that Houston preach, and I'm sure Harrell's doing the same thing, and that wins games. That's what great teams do.
Yannick Smith, by the way.
Yeah, we got to keep him here.
7 for 112 and a touchdown for the youngster.
It's his first kind of like big game.
Yeah. All right, John is up in Houston, Texas on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What's up, John?
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm from Washington originally, but I'm in the Coast Guard, and I'm down here in Houston right now. So I got a quick question, just to play devil's advocate real quick. Let's say Mike Houston didn't get fired, and he went on a stretch because the last 4 or 5 games they weren't the strongest opponents. How would the fan base feel then if Mike Houston, he was still as the head coach, and we planned on firing him towards the end of the season? How do you think everyone would be reacting? You think they react the same way now? They're all about the intern coach. And typically, you guys know more about this stuff than I do. Do y'all think intern coaches typically last that long as a head coach? and I'll listen to the rest. And I thank y'all for my call. Get my call. Bye.
The first one's a hypothetical, and I get what you're saying. Like, after the Charlotte loss and the Army loss, people had given up on Mike Houston. So even if they win these games, I know the players would all be behind them, and it would be more difficult to fire them. But I would think, you end up 7-5 or 8-4 or whatever. You'd probably keep Mike Houston at that point.
Yeah. I mean, we said our schedule isn't changing. I mean, it changes a little bit, but the conference isn't really changing much. Like, the teams that we're playing now are going to be the teams we're playing until the conference changes again. So, that's not changing much.
Also, the teams we played at the beginning of the year are not as good as we thought they were at the time. App State's not good. Liberty's okay, but not great.
Yeah.
Charlotte's not good.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't know if Houston was still here if we'd win some of these games. I'll be honest with you. It just seemed like once he was let go, the team, some switch happened where the guys started playing looser, they started playing more free, and they've been more explosive ever since. I don't know what's caused that. Maybe the change that was totally necessary, but I can't even think of the hypothetical because such a different team has showed up since then.
Well, it's like when you switch, and I've made this analogy before, it's like when the starting quarterback's not doing good, which also we had, and then we switch into a backup and he plays good, there's energy in. It's the same thing with a head coach. When you fire a head coach, the guys are going to rally around the interim, especially with this many games left. You kind of have to, and he's winning. So why not rally around him even more? Every time we win games, the belief in him inside and outside now with the fans is just going higher and higher and higher and higher. If he wins next week, he better have the job probably before then, but he's going to have the job completely because everyone is already bought into him, and it's happening week after week with each win and each impressive win in its own right.
Maybe people smarter than me have done a study, but it's no exact science, I don't believe, as far as hiring and interim. John on Facebook says intern coaches hire as head coaches typically don't work out in the long run. Well, what about interim coaches, John? I'm just kidding with you. But for every... Antonio Pierce in Vegas, who is not getting it done right now, who was hired as the interim. There's a Dabo, but for every Britt Key at Georgia Tech, there's a Bill Stewart at West Virginia.
Yeah.
Some work out, some don't. I don't.
In sports, it's so hard to compare one situation to another because each situation is unique in its own self. And I think when you're looking. Let's take the emotions away from it. Let's take the win away from it. If you're hiring a head, we don't have anyone on the line right now, Clip, so we have time. Yeah. If you're looking for, when we fired Coach Houston, a lot of people said, we wanted someone who understood ECU, someone who the fans would get excited about, who people would buy in for NIL, who has won here before, possibly, or at least been here before. He checks all of those boxes, and maybe we didn't know that he checked all those boxes until he's doing it in front of our eyes. And that's my opinion on it. Whatever boxes you're trying to check, he's really done it. And that's not even – this year's defense hasn't been amazing. They've been good. He's coordinated one of the best defenses in the nation last year. He is more than qualified to be the head coach here.
Talking about hypotheticals, I got one for you guys. I know you don't like hypotheticals. I love them, playing around sometimes. If Jake Garcia was still the quarterback, what's the record today?
There's no reason to talk bad on a guy.
I'm just asking a question. We're just asking questions.
Real question is, would he have 20 interceptions by now?
Oh, not talk bad about a guy.
Only one quarterback in the country has more interceptions than Jake Garcia.
Are you
Looked it up earlier today.
Who's the one quarterback?
Hawaii's quarterback.
Caden took him last weekend.
I took him because I was in Hawaii.
Who was that caller that called in from Garner? Mark.
Yeah.
Mark, call back in and talk more junk to this guy.
I'll do that.
317-1250. We'll get Randy in from Greenville on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What's up, Randy?
Okay, guys. Great win, comeback, and all that. And since y'all were talking in the fan base about Blake Carroll and possibilities with him taking over and all that, here is the question. And maybe you guys have talked about this earlier or maybe last week, et cetera, but in the three of you's opinion, what has changed most with the offensive play calling? Did the Pirate fans want to know, did Blake Carroll give the offensive coordinator complete permission to open the offense up, or exactly what, if anything, changed with all that?
That's a great question. Holden, I'll let you go first on this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of things involved. For one, I mean, I don't know if Coach Houston ever really had a say. Caden, you had the headset on the whole time when we were playing, so I mean, you heard the conversations between Coach Houston and Donnie when we were there. But like, I don't know if Coach Houston was directly talking to JDB throughout the games about what to call, what not to call. But I do know that Coach Harrell has to be a head coach and a defense coordinator, so he does not have time to tell JDB what he can call. So he's
Good
not.
point.
So JDB, yeah, he has free reins. But at the same time, JDB was a first-time play caller who usually it's going to take a few games to get into it. He had a quarterback that was leading the nation, still leading the nation, or number 2 in the nation in interceptions. That's hard to call an offense for. You know what I mean? And and then you lose a first-round draft pick at DB, and then you're like, our defense isn't going to be as good as we thought. There was a lot of things involved, and then Coach Houston getting fired, you make a quarterback change, and JDB finally has experience. You get used to your new defense without a first-round draft pick. Like that was a lot of things that happened all within a 1 to 2 week period that are more involved. Looking at it from afar, it kind of looks like it's black and white, but there's a lot of gray in between.
I see it a little bit differently, and I know we're going to disagree on this. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. I think Houston coached a lot different than Blake Harrell does.
Yeah.
I think Houston has a lot more of an iron grip on the program. I think he had a lot of say-so with a young coordinator. I don't think he gave a young coordinator free reign. I just don't see that, especially playing under him. I think he had a little bit of control, and Harrell is a lot more loose. I mean, we talked about Harrell in our podcast, how loose his meetings are. And I think once Houston was removed from his position, it kind of gave everyone freedom. And Harrell probably, as an interim, was like, hey, you do your thing. I might call the game time decision plays, like the going on 4th down and stuff. But I think he let JDB do whatever he wanted in the game plan. I really do.
So my question for you is, I mean, I fully agree. I don't disagree with any of that. So when I was you had the headset on where you could hear the coaches calm between plays during the game.
Okay, we were asked this question a million times, so I can't wait to hear the answer. Was Coach Houston involved in the offensive play calling?
I would say he wasn't involved in hey, we're going to run this play, but he's directing in a way hey, we need something big here. We need a pass play here. It wasn't hey, run blue right.
But he did say,
but he did.
We need a pass. We need a run.
He did. There was times, and I won't say it was all the time, but there were times in the game. Of course, I think Scotty Montgomery was the same way.
I mean, I'm sure every head coach. Blake Harrell probably isn't because, like I said, he has so much to do.
You have to remember, and you played for him too. Playing under Houston, he's one of those type of coaches, iron grip over the whole program. And that's not, some coaches are like that, some aren't. And Blake Harrell is totally different. I think, though, Donnie was an experienced offense coordinator. He gave Donnie a lot more freedom. I don't think he gave JDB freedom to do what he wanted. I really don't. That's just my opinion.
Shocking,
and that's not a shot.
His entire offseason, he was saying this is his offense.
And I didn't believe that one bit.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
No.
I was just kidding there. I was scared when I said that.
Clip was
I don't like when y'all fight. All right. Good stuff, fellas. Good insight. Logan. Hey, Jarrett is Logan's biggest fan after the Modelo last week and the champagne this week.
Yes, sir.
Logan in L.A. What's up, Logan?
Well, hang on. The champagne is for Cade as a congratulations for being engaged, right?
I appreciate that.
Thanks
Logan.
for sharing with us, Caden.
You're welcome, guys.
But if you guys recall, Caden took credit last week.
No.
He called in. Well, no, someone called in right after me.
Maui Jim did that.
Yeah, Maui. No, man, that's all. I hope you guys enjoy it. That's all I got. So you guys have a good night. Have fun.
Hey, Logan.
You're the man, Logan.
Logan, I do apologize for my friend Maui Jim. He does get a little out of control after 1 or 2 drinks, so I apologize.
Yeah, tell Maui Jim I'll give him my address. He can send me some wine, too.
Okay, let's do that.
There you go.
Let's do that. It might take a little bit coming from the islands, but he'll definitely send you one.
All right, well, I'm in L.A., so it's not that far.
Oh, I forgot about that.
All right, Logan. Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
There is Logan in L.A.
Logan literally just calls in to send us alcohol and just be like, hey, hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, I'm out.
Pirate fans are the best. Yeah.
Logan's a goat.
All right, Caden Hauser, just missed 300 yards, 16 of 23, only 23 pass attempts because the Pirates were running the football today. 298 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. The Pirates rushed for, and this includes sacks. I don't know how many times Caden was sacked today, but 57 rush attempts, 255 yards. What are we, a military academy? 3 touchdowns for Rajay. He had 128 yards. Montgomery, 63. Mylan Gunn, 42. Jari Patterson credited with 18. Pirates were running the football. 2 100-yard receivers. Anthony Smith caught another long one, 4 for 121 and a touchdown. Yannick Smith, 7 catches, 112 yards for the Rook for a touchdown as well. Jari Patterson, 2 for 46. Montgomery, Edwards, Gunn also caught a pass. I thought, did he get called back or something? I thought Casey Kelly had a catch too, but I guess not. Thought I heard it on the broadcast. But he was good to see him return. Hopefully we can get Wright and Sowell back for these last 2 games.
Yeah, that'd be huge. I mean, we're playing really, really well right now. And then, in the offseason, when we talked about this offense that JDB was bringing in, like if you look at the history of the offense and where it came from, they're always one of the top couple Russian teams in the country. And you're starting to see that now with the Russian stats we're putting up.
Drew RC says Gilbert should surprise Blake Harrell with a head coaching job like they do with the scholarship announcement for a player. You on scholarship. That'd be great. All right, let's get some final thoughts. Pay's asking, where does that put Rajay on the all-time list? Good question, Pays. I tell you what, as we're getting final thoughts, I'll see if I can look that up. J-Bone, what'd you think about today's win?
It was good. It's pretty good.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm great.
You tired?
Yeah, tired. Kind of hot in here. I don't know why.
Good work on the scoreboard, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm ready to go to the Buck, watch some Hornets, disappoint me some more. But yeah, it's just crazy to be down 21 and we still got a shot.
Yeah.
Because I was there in Liberty and 17-0. It's like, let's just go ahead and go home. I don't want to. Let's leave on a high note.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good stuff. Glad to be here.
Wes Hines, I want to hear your thoughts on this ECU win.
Well, let's put it to you this way. I'm glad to see they won, and I'm glad to see that by this win, they get an even better bowl.
All right. There you go.
Every single win they get from here on out, which is only one more, but just depending on how bad they beat Navy, you can mean an even bigger bowl than what we're talking about right now.
All right. You're right on that, Wes. I do have some numbers. So Rajay passes Theodore Sutton now for 7th all-time in ECU rushing. He is now chasing Junior Smith, Leonard Henry, Keaton Mitchell. Boy, Mitchell did that in a hurry. Yeah. Chris Johnson, Carl Lester Crumpler, and Tony Baker. Rajay, 7th all-time for the Pirates in rushing. That's awesome. Holt, final thoughts.
Hire him. I mean, is there any other words other than, he's your guy. The fans are bought in. You fired Coach Houston because you felt like you were losing fans. You felt like you were losing passion. It's back, and it's back because Blake Harrell make the hire.
All right, and Mr. Norman.
I brought all my juice on the intro.
Yeah.
It's obviously hire Blake Harrell. There's no doubt. But the midshipmen better strap up, because they're placing a bunch of Pirates next week. And we got cannons, too, and we can sink their ships. I support the troops, but next week, they better buckle up.
All right.
Let's go. Bring him in the locker room.
Did you go over to the locker room, by the way? Where's Cheezel?
Cheezel, I think Cheezel called in last week. He's called in one time since then, but yeah.
Where's
Cheezel? Calls in on losses.
He's
a lost guy.
One of those. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Fun show, fun Pirate win. We'll be back with you next Friday. Early morning edition of the Bud Light pregame tailgate kicking off at 8 a.m. for a noon kickoff, East Carolina and Navy, and we'll be back with you after the game next Friday afternoon on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. For the crew, Wes Hines. Great job, man. Thank you, Wes. J-Bone. Awesome work. Holt, Cade Norman. I am Clip Brock. We'll see you next week on the Bud Light pregame tailgate and U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show.
have been listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Join us next time for complete postgame coverage of East Carolina football, exclusively on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.